Meh. 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 Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh. Meh. Meh, 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 meh. Meh. Meh, 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 No. For what do you hunger? I don't hunger for anything. I'm good. Good at the moment. Sup? Nothing much. Doing stream. How you doing? Yep. Fuck. Do a fart. You do a fart, bitch. How come I gotta do all the farts around here? This is the whole stream. Yep. Just a bunch of fucking fart noises and mehs. Meh. 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 It all just bleeds together. Yeah. Like when you do your Fred Durst impression. Yeah. Yep. Yup. Limp Biscuit. Limp Biscuit style, baby. Chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water. Whoa. Throw your hands up. Why? TJ goes back and forth. 3 glasses of contacts. No, I don't. These are fake. I got LASIK surgery. I don't have glasses anymore. These are bullshit. Bullshit glasses. Bullshit glasses. Totally decorative. Totally fraudulent. Total fucking facade. You know, I pack a chainsaw. What? Fucking Fred Durst, man. Fucking Fred fucking Durst, bro. Bro, Fred Durst. Fred Durst, bro. 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 Fred Durst, bro. Bro. Fred Durst, bro. Fred Durst, bro. It's actually a spot-on impression as a sound engineer. Well, I just like try to make the whiniest voice I can, and it just ends up being Fred Durst. Throw your hands up. Could you beat Paul in a fight? I don't know. Who cares? I'm happy Fred Durst exists. What am I doing this Thanksgiving? I'm making food, and I'm going to serve it to my family. And then we're going to say what we're thankful for. Should nihilists just kill themselves? Why? It's pointless. Killing yourself is meaningless. Fred humped some hotties, though. I mean, yeah. He's like, he was rich. I guess he probably still is rich. You know? Yeah, I mean, once you're like the lead singer of a band with even one #1 hit, you get laid for the rest of eternity. Doesn't matter what else. It doesn't matter. You can be the ugliest fucking dude. You could be you have a horrible personality. You could be just a fucking hateable wretch. You could fucking just be the most disgusting fucking nasty looking fucking mean-spirited, cruel fucking piece of subhuman shit to ever crawl out of the festering sewer of life. But if you at any time had a #1 hit song, you could pretty much get laid forever. I believe it. I believe it. Like, you know, Marcy Playground, fucking whoever the lead singer of that shit was, you know? Who the fuck knows goddamn thing those motherfuckers sang other than I smell sex and candy here. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? Mama, this surely is a dream. And now, 20 fucking years later, that dude could still be like, yeah, I did sex and candy. And it's just like, boom. He's gonna smell sex and candy for the rest of his fucking life because he sang one hit song, couldn't even get another one. You know what I mean? That's all you need, man. This ain't new. This is old. Darcy Playground, shut up, cynic. I guess I should use. Bitch. Stupid bullshit. What was your dumbest video ever? I don't know. I like them all, I guess. No, that was brilliant. They're all brilliant. I mean, one hit song, that's enough. That's enough. You get more than one hit song. Cruel is a matter of perspective. Okay. It's pretty cruel. You only gave me $1.99. Should give me $500. Where's the rest? Where's the rest of my fucking money, Luke? How's the book coming along? Fine. 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 It's all just peachy fine. Everybody knows it. You're all good. Except for you, you, and you. Pay up. Yeah. Come on. Where's the rest of my money? Do you want to have a hit song? I don't need a hit song. Hit songs are, I mean, I guess it'd be cool to have a hit song, I guess. Caden Peterson, they'll cut our wrists like cheap coupons and say that death was on sale today. You know it, my man. You fucking know that shit. Death of one is a tragedy. The death of millions is just a statistic. Why you done? What you done? Damn it, Chelsea. What you done? Why you done what you done? Why you done what you did? It's not even fucking... It's a piece of shit. Throw it in the trash. Explode it. Any tips on creating parasocial relationships with your audience? They're supposed to create parasocial relationships with you. You don't want to create a parasocial relationship with them. What are you thankful for this year? I'm thankful for the same thing I'm thankful for every year at Thanksgiving. I'm a very in the moment kind of person, so I'm always just thankful that there's like a day where it's acceptable for me to eat as much as I normally do. You done goofed. Consequences will never be the same. If I had to serve in the Army, what position would you like? I don't really know Army positions. I'll be the dude that points at stuff and says, blow that up. I want to be the dude that just like looks at the map and just points at things and be like, blow it up. And then I send a bunch of other dudes to go die. You know? With very minimal risk to myself. I want to be like from the safety and comfort of a place that's like way the fuck far away from the front lines and just be like, blow it up. You know? That sounds like a good place for me. Do you do that sound treatment yourself? Sound treatment? The fuck is what? The fuck is that? Yeah. I just want to point at things. I mean, I don't necessarily need to be a general. Just need to be high up enough to just point at stuff. Be like, eh. That place needs to explode. And they'll be like, that's our own base, sir. It's like, oh. Well, this one over here, then. Is that ours? No, that's the enemy's. Okay, blow it up. My work here is done. Get me a brandy. Sticky things on wall. Oh, this shit? Yeah. I mean, you can tell. Like, it wasn't, like, professionally done. It's, like, all fucking... whatever. Plus, we got, like, the cheap shit. We got, like, the stuff. Like, you get, like, a discount on fucking shitty sound foam. It's not, like, cut right. So, like, we got, like, the garbage pieces. You know? Yeah, but whatever. It works. You know what I mean? God is not a position in the Army, though. The guy asked me what position I want to be in the Army. How do we reconcile our dreams and ambitions with the fact that concepts like identity, ego, and free will are illusory? I mean, who cares? I guess. Damn it. Every time. And now it's gone again. Like, you hit it once and it shits in your mouth, and then you hit it again and it's, like, not even going. It's a piece of shit, Chelsea. You know what I want. You know what I want, baby. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want you to make a new one that's, like, good. Favorite Cobra Kai character? I think I like, Kreese, man. He's such a fucking shitbag. I don't know. I've always been a fan of the over-the-top, no redeeming character traits whatsoever villain, you know? The total piece of shit villain, right? That's my favorite villain. You know, but it's got to be done in such a way where they're like that, but it's not unbelievable. Like, they can't just be like, I'm evil. They got to have a real motivation, but they got to have no redeeming character values. You know, I think that's tough to pull off, but when it's done right, it's like a really compelling fucking villain. Lol, dying channel. I mean, this is like my side channel, and actually this channel's been going up because I've been doing more stuff over here. Unless you're just talking about my Amazing Atheist channel. But I barely even upload to that, so... how do you help your audience create a parasocial relationship with you? I don't know. You just get out here and fucking talk and just hope something resonates with some idiot out there in the world. Just get out here and fucking say what you gotta say. Quit worrying about all this bullshit. Ooh, how do I get this? How do I get that? You don't fucking... You do it by just coming out here and just saying what you say. I guess you could be like fucking one of these cretins that just fucking panders You know, I don't know. If you want to know that kind of shit, you'd have to ask one of them. But the grifters don't share their secrets. I don't know. You just look at a crowd of fucking moron people, figure out what they want to hear, say it a little bit better than any of them can say it because they're a bunch of dumb fucking dipshits, and then just tell them what they want to hear, and they'll suck your fucking cock for eternity. That's basically all you gotta do. It's not even tough. But I'd rather just fucking tell you how I really feel, and, you know, let the chips fall where they may. Because I don't give a fuck about that garbage. Free will doesn't exist, but do you believe all things are determined or random? I don't give a fuck. Who cares? I don't care. When I say who cares, what I really mean is I don't care. I don't care. I think the more honest you are, the more people feel like they're your friend. Maybe. Don't worry about being dead, TJ. Many of your critics have never even lived. I know. It's like so stupid. Haha. You're not fucking as big as you used to be. It's like you were never big at all. You're just like a nobody. It's like, so like, if that's like the standard of what's good in life is being like popular, then you're fucking way more of a failure than I am by that metric. So I don't know. Seems like a stupid fucking standard to me. But whatever. You not caring is your grift? No, it's my cope. You need to learn the difference between a grift and a cope. Stupid fuck. My grift is fucking... You're so stupid, you dipshit. My grift is being open about grifting. Because then people are like, well, it's kind of charming because he just admits it at least. Because unlike these other grifters that lie to you, he's at least honest about being a fucking grifter. That's my grift. Saying I don't care about shit is my cope. Because I do care. So I have to fucking hide it behind like a facade of fucking aloofness. You know. Or fucking hide it behind like histrionic bursts of like hyper passion, which conceal the like genuine passion that's like underneath. But whatever. Like, you're too stupid to even understand what I'm saying anyway, so I don't even bother fucking yammering to you. That's the biggest fucking... That's my biggest hurdle. My biggest hurdle is that it doesn't even really seem worth it to talk to you guys sometimes because I know that so few of you, so precious few, can even comprehend the fucking most rudimentary concepts in my goddamn head. So it's just like, I might as well be talking to a bunch of fucking ants. But anyway, some of you are okay, I guess. I still love you, TJ. I still love you too, random person. Thank you for your tidings of joy. I need to be more positive, man. Come on, TJ. Turn that frown upside down. You know what I found, and it's really true, is that I gotta knock beef out of my diet, or at least for the most part, because I find that I have a day like if I'm like just enjoying my day and everything's going fine, and then I eat a giant burger or a Philly cheesesteak or something like that, then it's like my fucking mood turns dour, my energy level fucking implodes, you know? And it's like, I gotta stop that. Because no other fucking food does it to me. But I love beef so fucking much. I love steak. I love burger. I love Philly cheesesteak. You know? I'm like a big fan. I think a lot of Americans are like that. We love beef. And, you know, maybe it'd be okay if I'm going to, like, eat it and take a nap. But, like, eating a big Philly cheesesteak midday and then coming on stream is just, like, you get a very dour, sour, fucking slovenly, low-energy fucking TJ in a bad goddamn mood. Just fucking talks a bunch of stupid shit. But whatever. Yeah, I really got to knock it out, man. I got to knock out the beef. Booty. I agree. Hey, generic T-girl. You're one of the good ones, by the way. I could tell. That's why you got a wrench. The people who are worth a shit get a wrench. The people who are not don't get a wrench. much beef to eat in one sit. Dude, I don't know. The fucking amount I ate just a minute ago. I added, like, I got a like, Philly cheesesteak, like a double loaded one or whatever the fuck. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It was a lot. So I'm just done with it. I can't do it no more. I don't want it. I do want it. That's the problem. But I don't think I'm going to do it no more for a while. I think I'm going to make it a very occasional thing. Gonna betray the fatness. Yeah, I want to be on an episode of Fat Traders. I want to be an episode. Oh, TJ got skinny, you know? Reality Wrench, man. Wrench is just a household god, but I carry mine with pride. Your hair is growing out nice, TJ. Thank you. Thank you kindly. You're such a sweetie. Yeah, plant burgers are all right. Some of them, anyway. Just don't mix it with cheese. I don't have no problem with fucking cheese. I got a problem with beef. Like a homeless professor. Cool. Salmon's great, but I hate the stench of it. I don't really like the taste of salmon all that much, but Chelsea really loves it, so I cook it for her. I'm not like the biggest fan of salmon, but I can eat it as long as it's not like too much. But I prefer a white fish. I prefer like pretty much any white fish to salmon. Why did you stick a banana up your butt? For fun. What do you think of my hot take? Sociologists love America more in the right dose. Does socialists? Wait. Socialists love America more in the right does socialist. Write it again. Attempt number 2, because you failed. Generic T-Girl, $5. Thank you. Very nice of you. Super appreciated. Shrimp is good. That's true. Who doesn't love shrimp? I guess Scotty doesn't. He's a dipshit. I need to beat Scotty's ass one of these days. Shrimp-hating motherfucker. White fish good, black fish bad. I can't even really think of any black fish. Just up at their scales. Yeah, like black-end fish, I guess. We always got to take everything to a racial place, huh? Mackerel, best fish. Don't at me. I mean, it's alright, I guess. I like haddock. I like redfish. I like swordfish. I like tuna. I like cod. I'm alright with mahi-mahi. Tilapia is okay. Catfish. I like shrimp. I like oysters. I like lobster. I like crab legs. I'm not like a huge scallop fan unless they're cooked just perfectly. But, you know. Yeah, catfish. That's super popular around here. Why the fuck did this get so bright all of a sudden? Did you turn another light on? That one was on already? I just got like super fucking overexposed all of a sudden. I like turned. Maybe. Oh yeah, it seems like it's adjusting back now. Yeah, you messed it up. Where's the D&D content? It's behind. We got it. I don't know what you want. We haven't released it yet. TJ submitted he likes to be catfished. Yep. Catfish me. It's so good. The food in LA isn't overrated. Fuck you. I mean, there's some good food in LA. There's some garbage too. There's like a lot of pretentious garbage. TJ, will you please reach out to Cody Weber? Dude is in bad shape. That's not my problem. I have not spoken to Cody Weber in fucking so many fucking years. We didn't part on good terms. I don't know what you want from me. Can you see the dislike button? I still see it on this channel anyway. Lol the music. What's so lowly about it? It's fucking good. This is White Bat Audio. This is his 80s horror synthwave mix. I've not lost weight. I have not seen the Chucky series. How's Galen? Last I heard, I mean, every time Galen's the same way he always fucking is. He's fucking in bad shape. Every time I talk to him, he's just like, I'm worse, I'm unhealthier, still fucking declining. It's like, all right. I feel like by now he should just be like a puddle. Like, all right, dude. If TJ was still in Cody's life, I'm sorry, if Cody was still in TJ's life, TJ would be far more productive and write 7 more books and direct more. Yep. That's true. Here, have $2 for the decade of content. Well, it was all worth it. It's all been leading up to this moment. TJ, could you go into more detail on your thoughts on Dune 2021? I mean, we did a whole fucking stream where we yammered about it for fucking like an entire stream's worth of fucking talking, right? I don't know what else I'm gonna fucking say about the fucking thing. I said everything I had to say. If you have a specific question about it that I didn't answer, that you're curious about, I can fucking maybe tell you, but like beyond that, I don't fucking know. I already said what I gotta say. Are you considered rich? I mean, it depends on who's doing the considering, I guess. I think it's a pretty, you gotta be a pretty fucking pathetic, motherfucking lowly son of a bitch on the totem pole to think I'm rich, but I guess they're out there. Why don't you talk more about nuclear energy, bro? I don't know. I guess it's not that fascinating a subject to me. And I've talked about it a bit, so I don't know. How much is an appropriate amount to talk about it? I drank eggnog and maple bacon whiskey. It's not that great. It doesn't really sound that great. Sounds like there's too much going on. You have a VR headset. Did you get Resident Evil 4 VR? It gives me a headache. I can't really use it. What are you doing? Okay. It's just really weird. Like you're hyperventilating or something. TJ, it's amazing how you still have as much hair as you did 10 years ago. What is your secret? I don't know. People have been telling me I've been balding for my entire YouTube career, but I haven't gone bald, so I don't know. I just have a really high hairline. If I bald the same way my dad did, then I should like lose hair back here eventually. It should start thinning like in the back. And then we'll see. Who's Chelsea? My wife. TJ only tried VR for porn. Come clean now. I mean, I just got it for a present. I mean, I did look at the porn, but honestly, it was not as immersive as I thought it would be, and I didn't really get into it. I don't know. The VR stuff, I feel like the technology is still like a few years away for being actually good. If God came saying he'd give you $100 million, but you must live in the early 1800s with as many friends and family who want to go with you, but none of you can ever come back, would you do it? Well, why would I do that? $100,000. Sorry, $100 million in the fucking 1800s. It's like, whatever. You can't even buy shit. I mean, you'd be fucking powerful for the time, but you'd like, most of the luxuries you enjoy right now were not even available to the richest person on earth back in 1800. So, like, it's stupid. I'd rather be a middle class today than fucking a super rich person 200 years ago. Have you been researching overpopulation? No. I'll research it when and if I ever get Vosh to agree to like a debate on it. Then I'll do like a deep dive. If VR sex was fully immersive and real, do you think men would be hired and work as VR sex workers? Would women? I mean, it seems like they would just have programs, right? Like you just like go have like you'd meet with like a computer algorithm or something, or maybe it'd be like that in that episode of Black Mirror where people, you know, get together as like different, you know, like character avatars and fuck. Somebody's got to start keeping Paul's salt rants to a 10-minute maximum on Flash Friday. I'm sorry, but I don't tune in to get verbally abused. I don't care. I don't know. They're just whiny because they're like, they can't take the least little bit of criticism. So whenever they're attacked, they start to like cry about it nonstop. Paul said that like they're stupid and like that he wishes the comment section would go away on YouTube too because it's just like they're all idiots or whatever, and they're just like super butthurt about it. I don't know. Marilyn Manson sucks. Oh my God, coming from you, that means so much. Badger Man, ladies and gentlemen. Get drunk and call Repsion. I don't even know Repsion's fucking phone number. Marilyn Manson sucks anyways. Yep. You're right, Badger Man. You got it. You nailed him. You're so right, bro. You did it. You did it, Badger Man. You feel, yeah. You got the eye of the tiger. Fuck the plebs. I love Salty Paul. Yeah, I mean, whatever. they're obsessed. Like, that's why I know it's all bullshit, because they're honestly like, the more that they fucking sit around like, I don't want to fucking see that shit, it's like you're obsessed with it. You're still talking about it like a week later. Like, tomorrow is a week since that happened, and you're still fucking obsessing about it. Like, I forgot about it. We forgot about it. Paul has probably forgot about it. And yet you still, come on. It's like, why are you even taking it so fucking seriously anyway? Like, we haven't disabled the comments on our videos, have we? Have we turned them off? Like, that's an option available to us if we really wanted to do it. You know? I don't even think Paul's done it on his own fucking videos. So it's like, you know? Like, just take it with a fucking grain of salt, man. Like, it's more about fucking the emotional catharsis of the thing. Yeah. Honey rum is from the Canary Islands. It's fucking nectar. I don't know what that means. Paul has been an asshole for the past year for some reason. Dude, you guys have been saying this shit about Paul literally the entire time. I fucking heard to hear all this shit when I was on DP. Like, this has been non-stop the entire fucking time. I don't know what the fuck you people are that, like, just, like, live in a universe of, like, blithe ignorance as to what's going on, and then suddenly, like, the basic facts of reality hit you like a ton of bricks one day, and then I'm supposed to answer for it. Why is Paul mean? It's like, he's been mean the entire fucking time. Like, since the inception of Paul joining us on Drunken Peasants, he's been a fucking cranky ass, mean motherfucking asshole. And you guys have always bitched about it, and yet some of you still come to me like it's a recent fucking development. I don't get you. Like, how dumb are you? Is it just taking you this long to notice? And now you want something done about it? Your coiffure of Empyrean locks of golden majesty. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but thanks for the money. Yeah, I mean, like, Paul is literally the same cranky son of a bitch he's been the entire fucking time. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, like, there was a DP guest that was like, I'll come back on your show, but only if that fat, cranky asshole isn't there. You know? It's like, all right. It's like, no, that's cool. We don't need you back. Do you know what I do when Paul is cranky talking shit about something I don't like? I leave ideology. Wow, so hard. I know. What a miracle. It's because none of these people actually dislike it. They love it. They just want to bitch about it. They're obsessed with it. I've already fucking pointed it out. They're still talking about it a week later. Like, it's like the most important thing that's ever happened in their fucking lives. Yeah, Paul, I mean, yeah, he doesn't back down from shit. I know it. There's so many arguments with Paul where it's like, he just like, come on, Paul. Just fucking, I've beaten the position. Back down already. He's just like, no, he won't do it. It's like, all right, fuck. Jesus. I mean, I already, like, proved you wrong on this, but okay. Yeah, thanks. Well, whatever. Paul haters are a weird bunch. I know they're so obsessed. It's like they always, it's like, God, he literally does live in their heads rent free, man. I know it's like a cliche at this point to say it. Maybe he should start fucking charging rent, man. Or they should. The thing with Paul is he cared too much about his viewers' opinions. My advice to him, screw them bitches, be yourself. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what his internal feelings are. No, I won't back down. Paul Berry Fields. Nothing is real. The real Paul Zago died in 1964. Fuck. That's a long time ago. All right. He's a dirty squatter in my head. Yep. 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 No. Fuck that. I don't set the topic. These motherfuckers, I'll just react to whatever. I don't feel like creating topics. I'm just gonna fucking protest when they're fucking, they won't shut up about something. They can just sit there and talk about Paul. Paul did this, Paul said that, and Paul. Why does Paul this, and why is Paul that, and did Paul ever do this? Like, oh my God. Give it up. Wham, wham. Boo-hoo. I said it. I said what I said. It's all good. Yep. I retweeted that tweet, the Kid Rock tweet. Yeah, I thought that was some pretty good shade that Weird Al threw at Kid Rock. Let me see if I can pull it up. Speaking of Paul, have this money that would have gone to the salty fuck. Yeah, this is a fun tweet. Says, let's see, where's the tweet? To everybody that's congratulating me right now on my new Kid Rock parody video, let me clarify, that's not me. That's actually Kid Rock. Cheeky motherfucking bastard, dude. That's great. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that new Kid Rock video, but it's called Don't Tell Me How to Live. And it's like the most over-the-top, edgy, try-hard song I've ever heard. And he's like desperately trying to recapture his like, you know, 90s and 2000s, like rebellious, I'm a badass outlaw kind of like vibe he had. But now it's like to the point where he's like exaggerated it to such a parody of itself that it literally does kind of feel like a Weird Al parody. Now that all, and I mean, the lyrics are terrible. It's like a bunch of like really boomery kind of complaints about how millennials are too easily triggered. Meanwhile, the whole song is all about stuff that's triggering him. And there's like lines in there about like every kid gets a trophy and all this, like all these really like boomery complaints about shit. Like it's like he's like taking the fucking boomer worldview, but he's trying to make it like this badass rebellious worldview and shit, where he's like flipping the bird, be like, no one's gonna tell me how to live. And it's like, whatever, dude. But that all being said, I kind of liked it. Because, I don't know, I'm an edgy fuck, and like, I'm, you know, the fact that he was like, said fuck like 97 times in the song and flipped the bird and like acted like a petulant fucking child, I thought was actually kind of fun. Was it over the top? Yes. Were the lyrics ridiculous? Yes. Does he come across like a buffoon? Yes. Did I kind of dig it all? Yes. So I don't know. I don't know. It was kind of fun. I liked it a lot better than Po Dunk. That's for sure. Po Dunk. Don't give a flying hillbilly fuck. Po Dunk. You tell him, Paul. You tell him. Sounds like something made for a fucking Ford commercial. I don't think there would have been so much cursing if it was for a Ford commercial. But whatever. I don't know, man. I kind of liked it, man. I kind of liked it. Guilty pleasure, I guess. I mean, I admit it's bad, but I kind of dug it a little bit. It kind of won me over in the same way like a movie like The Room would, you know? It's like kind of so bad it's good. Paul in the house, Paul in the White House, Paul in the house, Paul in the White House. Need some salt in the house, the White House. Paul's ego is the one. His name is Paul. Bom, 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 bom. When did you post this? I guess Chelsea posted a picture of us on Instagram 6 hours ago. This is us by the bull, man. We're by the, or is it a cow? I guess it's a cow. Don't have a cow, man. Check it the fuck out, bro. There's me. I'm looking all cool and like philosophical and shit. Yeah, I'll zoom in so you can see how cool I am. Yeah. I'm all just like, I got like the philosopher pose where I'm touching my temple with one finger, like, yes. And then Chelsea's looking into the fucking distance, you know? She's like looking off into the fucking, the horizon. The future's so bright, we gotta wear shades, man. Dig it, dude. And then we got the cow looking over us, man. Beautiful fucking thing, my friends. It's a beautiful goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's an that would be a good album cover, you know? That would be good, man. You know it, I know it, the Lord knows it. The Lord knows it, Chelsea. Because we're dunk. Don't give a flying hillbilly fuck, cause we're dunk. The best response to cons who think they're rebels. Apparently, Marilyn Manson was nominated for a fucking Grammy for his collaboration with Kanye West on the track Jail, which has been nominated for Best Rap Song. LOL. I don't have the first pick. I don't know where that is at the moment. Yeah, man. Let's go trick-or-treating dressed up like Marilyn Manson. Kidnap all the kiddies and then turn them all for ransom. Who sings that song? You guys remember, who sings that fucking song and what is it called? It's like, let's go trick-or-treating dressed up like Marilyn Manson. Kidnap all the kiddies and then hold them all for ransom. It's like a fucking big radio song in the 90s that you like never hear anywhere anymore. Do you know who sings that shit? What is this chick cosplaying as? Is this just like... Hold on. I want to ask you guys a question. What is this chick? Is this chick supposed to be something that I'm not aware of? Or is she just like painted up all crazy weird? Like, is this a thing? Is she trying to look like a character that I'm not like aware of? She's got like a Christmas present thing, I guess. Is she supposed to look like a Christmas present? Because she doesn't. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess she's hot. I hate Marilyn Manson sucks. Yeah, we know, Badger Man. You already proved it. You proved it scientifically and mathematically, dude. Chelsea just finally banned his ass. She's like, get out of here, bitch. I was gonna let him stay and talk his shit, but I guess Chelsea has less patience than me. Oh, she's supposed to be a reindeer? So she's like a furry. But like, well, why didn't she have antlers then? She's supposed to be a reindeer. Why didn't she have no antlers though? You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't she have antlers and stuff? Like, wouldn't that be a thing? Self kitties, trick or treat. Yeah, okay, cool. She's a deer. Deer have, well, I guess if you're a doe. Not if you're a doe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping on my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, "entreating entrance at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more." She is Asmonchan, the new adult Pokemon. Cool. Eggnog is back in stores. Dude, I saw eggnog in the store like a month ago, bro. So you ain't telling me nothing I don't already fucking know, bitch. You ain't telling me shit I don't already fucking know, man. You just a punk-made, bitch-made, punk-ass bitch. Oh, okay. What a rude person. I think he just, like, likes to try to trigger people. Some people just think, like, it's, like, the greatest accomplishment in life to make someone else angry. Like, wow, I pissed them off. It's like, it's not that hard. Most people are pretty easy to piss off. Like, if you go up to someone on the street... Right. Well, whatever. Seem like you're pissed to me, but... Let's go trick-or-treating dressed up like Marilyn Manson. Kidnap all the kiddies and then hold them all for ransom. Eggnog on tap. Eggnog on tap. Eggnog on tap. Yeah, apparently that Badger Man is just like a dude that goes around trying to fucking stir up shit wherever he fucking lands. So he was not actually banned for the Marilyn Manson thing. He was banned for other shit. that he did on Chelsea's stream. I guess he's being like a piece of shit in here too, though. The real challenge is getting people to like you. Why would you even bother with that shit? I guess like there might be some positions in life where it's socially advantageous to have like the affinity of your fellow human beings. I guess there's actually a lot of scenarios where that's the case. But man, fuck that noise. I almost feel like it's more trouble than it's worth, like maintaining all that. Like I'd rather have like a few close personal relationships than some kind of like general loved by everyone bullshit. Do you like eggnog? I guess I do. I'm trying to go on a diet, so I don't know how much eggnog I'll be drinking this Christmas, but I'll probably get around to having like at least like a little cup or something somewhere. Thoughts on Undoomed? I think he has a really good voice. I think that if I was him at this point, I would kind of like just transition into like a place where I could use my voice, like do audiobooks and stuff. Like he'd be great for audiobooks. He has such an authoritative voice. I think voice work, I mean, for sure. Like you should hear that fucking thing everywhere. As far as his videos go, it just seems like it's really kind of like 2016-y kind of shit. But, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really seen it in a while, so I don't know how it's working for him at this point. But if it's, like, getting him what he wants in terms of views, I guess I don't, like, begrudge him. In all of my dealings with the dude, he was always a nice guy. I can say that. I never thought of him as, like, an asshole or, like, a mean person. Seemed like he was a pretty cool man. But, yeah, I guess I don't really know because I haven't seen him in a while. TJ, what would your last meal be? I don't know. Fucking last motherfucking meal, man. I think it'd make it something horrible, you know? Like, give me, like, I hate the sliders at a White Castle, so give me a bunch of those, you know? Because hopefully eating those will make me realize it's not even worth living in this world anyway, right? People always try to have like a nice last meal. You know, get me a filet mignon cooked medium rare with lobster tail and this and that. And it's like, you know, why you want that? That's just that's gonna make you fucking just be like, I wish I could stay alive and not be murdered by the state. You know, I wish the state wasn't about to, like, hypocritically murder me in, like, a gruesome fashion unnecessarily. But if you eat some fucking garbage-ass fucking, you know, White Castle, then you just realize, like, fuck this world anyway. You know? Kind of takes the edge off a little bit. Edgelord take. It's actually how. Because in a way, it's, like, about... It's about finding a way to fucking face the inevitability of your death with a little bit more courage by saying kind of fuck the world. There's like an optimism to it, so I don't really think it's all that edgy. It'd be edgy if I was to say my last meal would be like the guard's head or something, you know? Give me the warden's head. The warden's head on a plate. Deep fried brains. And they have to give it to you too. You know, it's like it's the law, so they got to go immediately decapitate the warden and fry up his brain. You know, and that's a lot of wardens have died that way throughout history. That's why a lot of these prisons have discontinued the final meal kind of program. Hey TJ, you like to cook? You should try your hand at eggnog making. It's fun, easy, and with a little brandy, an excellent adult beverage. All right. Jackie says nope, but gave me $4. Thanks, Jackie. Hello, TJ. I am a turtle. Cool. I don't know where this idea, conservatives being nicer than leftists or liberals, came from. Blue states, probably. I live in a red state, and they're jackass hillbillies. I feel like wherever I go, people are pretty much the same level of nice to each other. There's always like places you can go in any sort of town where people are pretty friendly and places where people are pretty standoffish. I feel like most towns have a mix of people who are pretty nice, people who are pretty fucking aloof, people who are kind of like rude jerks. I also feel like it depends on the context of shit, because like, you know, there could be a guy that if politics comes up, I don't like him. But if we're talking about something else, maybe I do like him. Maybe if we're talking about food, we're friends. If we're talking about politics, we're enemies. And then there could be a guy that's like, he's cool when he's drunk, but he's a dipshit when he's sober. Or like, there could be a guy that's like, he's cool except for when he's driving. And then he's a fucking dickbag that fucking pulls out in front of you and shit. So I don't know. It's just like a lot of times, you know, you don't, it's like people are not just one way. There's like so many different factors in how a person behaves and how you're going to perceive them, like your own, their mood, your mood, the circumstances, the topic of conversation, the activity that's been planned, the social fucking events of the day that are going on, you know, all kinds of fucking little things that can change it up. I feel like there's plenty of fucking right-wing redneck people that are really friendly and nice though, and there's lots of fucking, you know, lefties that are total dickbags. Hey TJ, you seen Antichrist movie starring Willem Dafoe? It's not William. Willem Dafoe. And like the fox in the movie, Chaos Reigns. I thought Antichrist kind of was boring. I didn't really get too far into it. I watched about 10 minutes and I was just like, I don't think this is for me. What's your thoughts on American Psycho, the movie and the book? I've not read the book. My understanding is that it's like way more extreme than the movie. The movie I like. I think it's really funny. I think it's probably my favorite Christian Bale performance. Christian Bale is a guy that in that movie, he does such a crazy, over-the-top, fun performance that it almost reminds me of like Nicolas Cage, to be honest with you, where it's like this very over-the-top thing. And then I've never seen Christian Bale do a performance like that again. It's like he's very subdued in everything he does. He's this very like, you know, boring way about him. It's like, where's that fucking manic energy that he brought to this role? I guess that's not the kind of actor he wanted to be. You know, whereas you look at someone like Nicolas Cage, the motherfucker has brought that crazy Nicolas Cage energy to plenty of roles. Not all of them. Sometimes he'll play it very straight and sober. Well, never sober, but, you know. You miss Nicolas Cage, he's literally not gone anywhere. He's made like 100 movies a year for a while now. You can totally find Nicolas Cage anytime you want. It's not hard to fucking, he ain't hiding from you. He's kind of an ostentatious guy. Nicolas Cage is, I mean, I love him as an actor. I think he's like totally brilliant. You know, people say there's people who say he's a bad actor. I don't think that there's a single thing that guy does on film that isn't completely calculated to elicit exactly the sort of response that it does. He can play a role totally serious and pull it off well, and you know, be like an amazing Academy Award caliber actor, or he can be the cheesiest, hammiest fucking actor you've ever seen, or he can be like totally just a non-entity, totally checked out of the film. And I really think it's like when he doesn't fucking believe in the movie and he's just doing it for a paycheck, I think he intentionally phones it in, like, I ain't gonna try for this piece of shit. This is just, I'll lend my face to it. That's what it gets. You know what I mean? No, I love Nicolas Cage though. He's a fucking brilliant motherfucking actor. I loved Mandy. I loved the fucking vampire movie, Vampire's Kiss or whatever. I have not seen Pig yet, but I hear good things. I loved The Color Out of Space recently. What other Nicolas Cage movies I'm fond of? He's got so many fucking movies. I'm just gonna look through them here. Mandy, yeah, I already said that. I'm like on the second page, and I'm still only back to 2017 because he makes so many fucking movies. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, the movie Joe. Kind of an I don't know if many people know that one. It's kind of like an Appalachian drama. Nicolas Cage plays like a fucking hillbilly, kind of. More like a quiet sort of hillbilly guy. Season of the Witch. I remember that. Portugal. Bad Lieutenant Portugal, New Orleans, dude. I love that movie. That's fucking classic as fuck. The first National Treasure was pretty good. Wicker Man was terrible. Lord of War was good. The Weatherman I liked. I know people are more mixed on that one, but I was on the side of liking it. Matchstick Men was good. Adaptation was good. Gone in 60 Seconds, way better than the fucking Fast and the Furious movies in my opinion. I didn't like any of these. Con Air I liked. Leaving Las Vegas I liked. It Could Happen to You I actually liked, even though it's like pretty cheesy. Amos and Andrew is great. What else do I like? Vampire's Kiss I like. Face Off, fucking awesome. The Rock is great. Let's see, is there any more I like? I think pretty much to the end of the ones that are actually good here. Let's see, is there any hidden gem amongst this trash? No, not really. But no, that's a lot of fucking movies. That's a lot of good fucking movies for one actor, you know. Most actors, even the ones that are considered great, do not have as many great fucking movies as Nicolas Cage. So, and I think that part of the reason why is because he does 9,000 movies a year, you know? So it's like the law of averages almost guarantees that some of them are going to be accidentally good. Right? It sucks that you gotta have all the streaming platforms to watch whatever movies you want. I mean, what I do and what I think other people should do is like you just buy the one that you want and then you watch as much stuff on that one as you want to. And when you're bored of that, you move on to another one and watch all the stuff you want on that. And then you move on to another one and you watch all the stuff on that and so on and so forth. And by the time you go through them all, you could go back to the first one and, you know, it'll have a bunch of new shit by then. So you just do that. And then you're only ever paying for one at a time, you know? Why does Matthew Broderick keep getting put into things? I don't know. I really don't understand it myself. HBO Max is a decent one. I honestly probably would have kept my HBO Max just because of the quality of the stuff on there, except it was just like so expensive. It's like fucking the most expensive one there is. It's like, man, you guys overcharged. Not even Netflix charges this much, and like they were like the fucking first ones to do this. And like, what do you got that's like gonna make me like, I'm not that into you guys. Fuck. Like the main thing you guys have as a selling point, I guess, is you got Friends, and I don't even like that show. Are you gonna see the new Matrix 4? I guess I'll probably see it whenever I have reason to get HBO Max again. But I don't have HBO Max right now. I'll probably get it back at some point, and I don't think the Matrix is enough to entice me. So we're gonna have to figure out a few more things. Right now, what I'm watching is Dexter New Blood. So, and for the next few weeks at least, I have to have Showtime. And then after that, I don't know. Because it doesn't really seem like there's anything else on Showtime I want. So I'll probably shut it down and move on to like a different one, you know? I get HBO for $8 a month and it comes with HBO Max. Well, maybe I need to figure out how to do that because I just don't have any cable or whatever, so. And on its own, HBO Max is like $14.99 or some shit, so. So yeah, I don't need that shit in my life. Too much. Yeah, I am excited for the last season of F is for Family. So yeah, when I'm done with Dexter, I'll probably just get Netflix back and watch that, or maybe I'll get it before then. I don't know. I think I was logged on Scotty's Netflix, so if I can just get him to log me back in, then I'll just I'll watch that there. You ever pirate shows? No, I used to, but it's like too much of an inconvenience now. Like, I'd just rather fucking pay for a library and then use it until I've used it all and then move on to the next one. Everyone uses torrents, are you kidding? I don't really feel like, I don't know. I used to use torrents. I feel like they're super out of vogue, but maybe I just don't know. I feel like people kind of moved on to like those little stupid streaming channels, like those sites that have all the shit streaming on like really unreputable fucking shit. But yeah, I don't fucking torrent shit. I don't torrent shit. I just watch shit on my TV. I just subscribe to whatever. I have like the Amazon Prime shit, and I just fucking sign up for a channel, watch whatever's on it, cancel it, and sign up for a new one. Ever seen Battlestar Galactica? No. Torrenting is playing Russian roulette, is it? Yeah, I don't really do it, so. Like I said, I used to do it like, I don't know, I probably stopped like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even remember the last time I fucking torrented something. It's just like not even really convenient. Yeah, I don't know. I have not been in the mood for a sci-fi show. I feel like the fact that I'm writing a science fiction book at the moment makes me not want to watch or read sci-fi because I don't want to be influenced. Like, I want my influences to be from places outside the genre that I'm writing in, so that I'm not doing things that are, like, extraordinarily derivative, at least not knowingly. Why did you drop out of high school? I dropped out of high school because high school was full of idiots, and I didn't like being around them. Greetings to you. Greetings to you, Zonstar, you magnificent fucking liberal establishment bastard. Here to shill fucking, what level of lib are you? You're not Klobuchar level, are you? You hate Klobuchar, at least, I hope. She-Ra? I thought it was good, man. I watched it. I was like, fuck, this is pretty good. I wish they had this when I was fucking growing up. I might have been a little more well-adjusted. Probably not. You ever think we could get a real job? No. I never even thought about that before. Before I had a YouTube channel, I never thought about that. TJ, give us an underrated movie recommendation if you'd be so kind. I think I already did earlier. What was the Nicolas Cage movie I said is... Oh, The Weatherman. It divides people. It's rotten, I think, on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I think it's got like a 57 or something, and a lot of people think it's like really stupid and like pretentious and like the worst sort of like excesses of like an art house movie. And then it's like pseudo poignant and like weird and like kind of gross and strange and like uncomfortable, but I like it. Why the fuck would he want to do that? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're like a Warren. It's like Diet Bernie. People think you have to hate your job and be miserable for it to be considered a real job. Yeah, I don't really know what they mean by real job, but I guess they just mean like being a wage slave. No, I'd never work to make someone else rich. That's stupid. That's for fucking suckers. I don't do that shit. Thoughts on the new Spider-Man trailer? It's fine. It's fun. I think it looks good. I like Spider-Man. Ever had a job before YouTube? I worked one day at IHOP, and I quit pretty dramatically. And I guess I worked at my dad's office for a minute, but I was like daddy's boy, so that wasn't a real job. I could have fucking shit on my desk and still kept it. And I did some like web design work for some people, but I ran the company. Like, I owned my own web design company, even though I don't really know much about web design. But whatever, I was like selling it to boomers, so like having halfway literacy on Dreamweaver was good enough. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I never really worked a real job. How dramatically? I just like dumped some pancakes in some fat fucking dude's lap because he was being a stupid dipshit. He wouldn't shut up. He was like mad that his pancakes were taking too long, so I dumped them in his fucking lap. Told him to fuck himself. I didn't want to work there anyway, so it was like pretty much like I was looking for a way to quit. I guess that was the good way to do it. Have you seen Arcane? I don't even know what that is. Just acknowledge it's a cool job instead of hating on it. It's so transparent. Oh, you're talking to the guy that was like, get a real job. Yeah. The term real job reminds me of Jim Jeffries' bit where he talks about sex trafficker with a strong work ethic. Yeah. I don't know that bit, but I think I can imagine. Any updates on your sci-fi story about the sexy robot lady? I'm really into it. Yeah, I've actually decided, I guess I can talk about it here. I don't know if any of you guys might be interested. I was kind of reluctant to do it, but let me just set this up really quick. I'll just talk about what we got here. So I have redone. Let's log out. Oh, that's no good. Can't totally do that. Yes. So here we go. I'm gonna put this link in the description as well. So I have decided to sort of relaunch my old Patreon, not as a video maker, but as a writer. And I have done so. The link is below you. You can go check out the tiers. Anybody who's like curious about the book that I'm writing, or believes in it, or wants to see how bad it is, or whatever, there are options here for you. So, yeah, the tiers are pretty much... The tiers to actually get any second behind-the-scenes shit is pretty pricey, so I don't know if anyone will actually join this Patreon, but, you know. You can check out what they all entail. All the shit's down below. I don't want to push it too hard yet, because I'm not really super ready to start, but that is something that's going on, and I guess you can sign up now if you want. Yeah, I figured it'd be cool to like monetize my book before I've even finished writing it. Seems like pretty solid strategy in life. Monetize every breath you take. Monetize every time you blink your eyeballs. You know, the big problem with writing is like you don't get paid until it's published and ready and stuff. So fuck all that. Get paid for the process, man. Will it ever be free one day? It'll be free if you steal it. If you go to if I get it in like a bookstore or something, or you go to someone's house that has it and you swipe it from them, then it will be free. Right? So there you go. That's how you get it free. Yeah. The art of the scam. Scam master, you'll get caught up in the scam master. Scam master. Be quiet and turn up the music. I want to Shazam it. You don't have to do that. This is White Bat Audio on YouTube, and I'm currently listening to his 80s horror synth / dark synth mix. Here, I'll even link it in the fucking chat for you. Oop. There you go. How many $100 tiers will you have? Seems like if a lot of people pledge that tier, it'll be too many named characters to kill. I really seriously doubt that there would be enough people to sign up for that it would be an issue, but I feel like it's also not that hard to just, like, all I need... There's, like, a massacre at some point in my book. A lot of them could just die in the massacre, you know? They might have to work with me a little on, like, the method of death, you know? Um, but I mean, like if an insane number of people did it, I'll figure out a fucking way to get them in there. Don't worry, we'll work them in. There's a lot of violence in my book. There's plenty of opportunities for people to die. I wrote it, after all. No, I don't watch WWE anymore. It's just like too fucking disappointing and shit. Yeah, I can't get with that shit. Do you hate cops or you hate teachers? Why is that an either-or proposition? I don't really hate teachers, I guess. I had some good teachers growing up. I had a lot of shitty ones, but I had some good ones too. So I assume that cops are probably the same, or there might be a few good ones here and there. I do believe ultimately that all cops are bastards, though. I guess I don't necessarily believe that about teachers, but I do feel like a lot of them are bastards. I have no idea what I'd be like if I was born British. It's like too hard to guess. Could be like a totally different... I'd be like raised in a totally different culture at that point. So it's like, how do you even judge something like that, you know? Real world drama, WWE, yeah. My dad was a high school biology teacher for 33 years, lots of good teachers. I mean, my experience growing up was that there was a few good teachers. I don't know about this lots of shit. Strawberry fields forever. 100 million cop interactions per day. That's a lot of no brutality. 100 million a day, huh? That would mean like a third of the population is dealing with cops on a daily basis. I don't think that's true. Or do you mean globally? I mean, there is a lot of police brutality that goes unreported. I would say that, like most crimes, the majority of it flies totally under the radar. But even the stuff that's reported, I think it's like a pretty bad problem. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see, how much brutality is there? Police have killed 937 people in 2021. So obviously some of those deaths will be people who deserved to die or the police had no choice. I'm not willing to say that there's no instance like that. Of course there are. But I'm sure that a nice healthy chunk of those are pretty unnecessary based on some of the shit I've seen. But that's just people killed. How many people are being fucking just beaten up or falsely arrested? Let's see, what are some police brutality facts here? Yeah, that's what I really need to know. I need to know how many excessive force reports are filed every year. Use of force, Bureau of Statistics. No. I don't need just use of force. I need to know when. All right, here's some more statistics. Police officers. I'm gonna have to just like, there's like a shit ton here. Let's see. And then whenever we find, we'll have to fucking confirm too. Police officers are indicted in fewer than 1% of killings, but the indictment rate for civilians involved in a killing is 90%. Yeah, because they have like instant immunity to so many of them. On average, in the United States, a police officer takes the life of a citizen every 7 hours. I guess that adds up. In 2015, there were 1,307 people who lost their lives at the hands of police. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we already know that their homicide rates or whatever, totally every justified death rates. 52% of police officers report it is not unusual for law enforcement officials to turn a blind eye to the improper conduct of other officers. That's 52% that admit that. 100% know that. 61% of police officers state that they do not always report serious abuse that has been observed by their fellow officers. 43% of police officers agree with the statement, always follow the rules is not compatible with the needs to get their job done. 84% of police officers have stated in a recent survey that they have directly witnessed a fellow officer using more force than was necessary. Just 5% of police departments in the United States contributed statistics to a 2001 report that was created to track police brutality on civilians. The estimated cost of police brutality incidents in the United States is $1.8 billion. 93.7% of victims of police brutality that involve the discharge of a weapon are men. People who are African American / black are twice as likely to be killed by a police officer while being unarmed compared to a Caucasian / white individual. The reasons or circumstances of the deaths are not revealed. Taco Facefart gave $5 and said the issue is cops' incentive to manufacture arrests. They aren't compensated for valued outcomes like safety or actual crime reduction / prevention. That's a good point. Their pay is in no way tethered to actually positive social results. They're just like meet the quota. Native Americans are just as likely to be killed by law enforcement officials as in the United States as African Americans. 1 in 4 people who are killed by law enforcement officials in the United States are unarmed. Out of the 2.3 million people who are incarcerated in the United States right now, an estimated 1 million of them are African American / black. The most common form of police misconduct in 2010 was excessive force. This is similar to the data that was collected in 2001. The second most common form of police misconduct is sexual assault. 1 out of every 3 people that are killed by police officers in a given year in the United States are African American / black. Where you live matters when it comes to police brutality. If you are an African American / black individual, then you are 7 times more likely to be killed by a police officer in Oklahoma than if you lived in Georgia. In 17% of the 100 largest cities in the United States, police officers killed African American / black men at a higher rate than the U.S. murder rate of 2014. Although Chicago draws a lot of attention due to its total number of murders, including a threat from the executive office to bring the feds in 2017, it ranks 25th in the 100 largest U.S. cities for police officers killing African American / black men. 69% of the victims of police brutality in the United States who are African American / black were suspected of non-violent crime and were unarmed. The reasons or circumstances of these deaths are not revealed. The levels of violent crime in U.S. cities are not a factor in the likelihood of police brutality occurring. An individual is 15 times more likely to be the victim of police brutality in Orlando, Florida compared to Buffalo, New York, even though Orlando has a lower violent crime rate. 97% of the cases of police brutality that were tracked in 2015 did not result in any officer involved being charged with a crime. 27% of police killings in the United States from 2013 to 2016 were committed by police departments in the 100 largest cities in the country. African American / Black people were 39% of the people killed in the 100 largest cities in the U.S., despite being only 21% of the population in these cities. Only 3 police departments in the largest 100 cities in the United States did not kill anyone from 2013 to 2016. These cities are Buffalo, New York, Irvine, California, and Plano, Texas. African American / Black and Hispanic police officers are more likely to fire their weapon than Caucasian / whites, especially when confronting an African American / Black suspect. African American / Black police officers are 3.3 times more likely to fire a gun at a crime scene than other cops. Police officers are 18.5 times more likely to be killed by an African American / Black person than a police officer killing an unarmed African American / Black person. The reasons or circumstances of the deaths is not revealed. 135 police officers were killed in the line of duty in 2016, which is the highest number of fatalities in the past 5 years. The number of police officers who were killed in 2016 in ambush-style attacks was 21. More than 900,000 law enforcements serve across the United States at any given time over the course of a year. 900,000 law enforcements? Okay. The average number of fatalities suffered by police officers in the United States over the past 10 years is 151. The average number of civilians killed by police officers over the past decade per year is 1,058. 1930 was the deadliest year for police officers in the United States, with 307 officers killed in the line of duty. Of the people that are killed by the police while not attacking, 39% of those people are African American / Black individuals. 42% of African American / Black individuals who were killed by police during their arrests were not attacking when they were killed, and they were not killed with a rifle or a shotgun. The Dallas Police Department has implemented mandatory de-escalation techniques as part of their officer training. As a result of this effort, the police department experienced a 60% drop in the number of complaints against police from 2009 to 2014. It also resulted in a 30% drop in police assaults and a 40% drop in police shootings. Even though police body cameras have been implemented across the United States, in New Orleans in 2014, 59% of the time the cameras were not on and officers were in a use of force event. 15 states are seeking to exempt body camera footage from Freedom of Information Act laws that exist. Yeah. Why? I mean, it's the same volume it's been the whole time. All right. 15 states are seeking to exempt body camera. I already read that one. In the first systematic study of police brutality in 1971, it was found that the overall rate of unwarranted force to be low, about 1% of all encounters with citizens. Found that the overall rate of unwarranted force to be low. Okay. In a 1982 police services study funded by the government, 12,022 people were randomly interviewed in 3 metropolitan areas. 13.6 of those interviewed were found to have cause to complain about police services in the previous year, but only 30% of those who had cause to complain actually started a formal process. 10% of police officers account for 33.2% of all use of force incidents. Okay. Yeah, some interesting statistics there. Like I said, I mean, pretty underreported. Sorry if I was talking too softly to get over the music or whatever. Yeah. I'm black and I've complied with the cops every time, not dead. All the examples you cited, they didn't comply per your statement. Cynic, don't be a fucking retard, all right? You're being incredibly stupid right now. Like, even for you. And that's saying something. Because we've all seen tons of instances where black men did comply and were still killed. I mean, you're just being absurd. Just because you've had a few anecdotal personal experiences where the cops were nice to you. It only takes one cop that's a piece of racist shit to fucking kill your stupid ass. And then you're singing a different tune. Well, you're not singing any tune at all because you're fucking dead. But, yeah. Don't be a fucking twat, dude. Yeah, my fucking, my anecdote trumps this statistical fact. It's like, shut up. No, it doesn't. And yeah, also, why should you have to comply? The idea that there should just be, like, this group of people whom have the power to make you comply with them at any given moment. Fuck that. Especially coming from the same crowd that apparently jerks off all over itself as Kid Rock sings about how ain't no one gonna tell him what to do. You know? I don't know. Just silly fucking shit. One time when I was 14, I was skating in a small park in downtown of my small town. A cop pulled up and pointed his gun at me. He wasn't yelling, but he just said, "Does this look like a skate park?" Yeah, that doesn't sound like a crazy motherfucker on a power trip at all. Next motherfucker is gonna get my medal. Pow, pow, pow. Just as the sun rises every day, cynic will make stupid takes. It's kind of funny watching the sovereign citizen police interactions. Yeah, that is like one of the times when you do, I don't know, I fucking find when it comes to the sovereign citizens, I fucking find myself siding with the police more often than not. Because those people go to, like, they're so absurd. Just like, obstinate, won't even comply with reasonable requests. Just like, nope, I won't do anything. It's like, hey, please step out of this car and we believe it to be stolen. No, I'm not doing anything. I will stay in the car. I do not have to listen to you. I am a sovereign citizen. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? It's like, please just step out of the vehicle. I'm not trying to mess with you. You just got to step out for 1 second. We got to check some stuff. No. All right. Well, I guess I have to use force now. I have a copy of the Constitution in my glove box. I don't know. I feel like just fucking do what they say at that point. Like, if it's a reasonable request, just do it. Because you're just going to get tased. Like, it's not going to be like good results. I've never seen a sovereign citizen be like, I am not a citizen of this country. The laws don't apply to me. And then the cop is just like, oh, well, then you're free to go. Like, it's literally never worked once. We see what happens. They get their asses beat. They get fucking tased. They get their heads fucking stomped on. Just fucking do what they say. You know? Just for pragmatic reasons, right? Is Cynic a staple among this community? Cynic is, I don't even know. Yeah, I guess. He's a staple in the brain of this community. Yeah, he's an OG. Cynic is the living man. Cynic is the OG, the GMO. Yeah, what's wrong with you? Why don't you want more people dead? Don't you realize that everybody deserves to die? I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. I'm gonna break my Gonna break my rusty cage and run. TJ, you're a sovereign citizen. You don't need a driver's license. You just don't exercise your rights like the living man. We're all sovereign citizens, god damn it. But the system fucking brainwashes us into thinking we're not. Fucking system. The system is a jerk. Did you know that, guys? The system is a no-account fucking jerk-off. Whatever happened to space race? I don't know. Nothing ever happened to it. It was an idea we had. We talked about maybe doing it one day, and we never did. So, yeah. Someone at a meetup actually did figure out what space race is, though. They fucking totally got it. I didn't think we ever gave anyone enough context clues to do it, so they must have just been on our wavelength. But yeah, they did figure out space race. Do you guys still believe in outer space? Is this like a trick question? Do you not? What do you don't? TJ, don't forget to incorporate hidden pedantic signatures into your book like Kubrick did in case it blows up. Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of little stupid shit in there. Don't worry. Space race. Do-do-do-do-do. TJ like an angry hobo. Okay. Okay. Is Vosh ever gonna stop trending on fucking Twitter? Every fucking time I go on there. He's still trending. It's been trending for like 3 weeks. Is it just like broken or is it really like legit? I already gave you a chance. You can go fucking... My book has a Patreon now. It's down there. Patreon. It's there. Do it. All the details that your mind can handle are there in the Patreon link down below. The spaghettification of man. TJ, I always think of shit I want to ask you when you're not live, and when you are, I can't remember any of it. Maybe you should write it down. You should just have a little list of, like, things I want to ask TJ. And then next time I'm live, you'd be like, oh, shit, where's my book? Where's my book? They thought I was black, yeah. My 22-year-old roommates are so retarded. I'm weep for the Zoomers. Yeah. Poor Zoomers. Not even as smart as Cynic. No. No. Will it be as good as Eternal Undying Love? I mean, nothing will ever be as good as that. But that's no reason to give up. We still gotta try. What is 2 plus 2? I don't think the answers to that question are yet known. I think that requires more research. I think we got to investigate further. TJ is black. Sweet. I'm the blackest person to ever exist. I'm blacker than black. Look at this fucking sad shit, dude. Man. What a bunch of fucking... This is from the Women's March, right? We apologize deeply for the email that was sent today. $14.92 was our average donation amount this week. It was an oversight on our part to not make the connection to a year of colonization, conquest, and genocide for indigenous people, especially before Thanksgiving. Oh, man. Could you guys be bigger fucking pussies, bro? Ugh. You've just set women back another 10 years. Back another 10 years, man. Crybabies. Oof. Can't even see a fucking number, bro. Oh my god, I can't see the number 1492 without immediately associating it with all the deepest fucking trauma of my peoples. Okay. Okay. Good for you. You sad, sad people. I'm the blackest motherfucking person to ever exist. Alright, I'm gonna fucking do it. Hold on. It's the first time I felt the need to edit the title. Boom. Oops, that's not spelled right. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they sent out some email where because like $14.92 just happened to be the average donations they'd got that week, so they sent out some kind of email with that in it, and apparently some of the people they sent it to got offended, and now they've posted an official apology on Twitter saying they're so sorry that some people had to see that scary number. And it's like, oh my god, no wonder. No fucking wonder, bro. It's 100% white people complaining. Not one of them experienced any trauma associated with that date in their entire genealogy. I wouldn't be surprised. I was watching a movie. Any of you guys ever seen the documentary Crumb about the artist Robert Crumb, who was like a, big fucking counterculture guy in the fucking 60s? 70s. he was talking about he has like he would draw black people like very stereotypically, like he would draw them kind of like the way they were depicted in like the 20s and 30s in his comics. You know, well past it being the point where it was in vogue to draw black people like that. And you know, they asked him, you know, if you know that ever offended people, which obviously it had. And he was like, yeah, but I only ever heard from white people about it. It was always white people offended on behalf of black people getting mad about it. So I'm sure you could probably find some black people to be offended, but yeah, there's like a lot of fucking wannabe white savior-y types out there. They're just looking desperately for something that they can, you know, do the white saviorism over. Like, oh, I stood up for you. It's like, you know, no one even made an issue about it. Like when you create the issue, I think that it kind of robs it of any sort of like, you know, like if you're gonna use your whiteness to help out some black people with something, wait till they fucking set the topic, you know? Don't fucking decide for them. Or, you know, whether it be black or Native American or whatever. Don't be offended on their behalf because, you know, you saw the fucking amount 1492 and just assumed that, you know, indigenous people will definitely be offended by that, so you need to, you know, stand up for them in advance before anyone's even fucking said anything or given a shit. But who am I kidding? Probably a million people offended. Because if anybody can find some reason to be offended, they'll do it. Offended by this, offended by that. Offended. Always offended. Oh no one can say anything because everything's offensive. It's not an argument. It's like, who cares? Everything literally is offensive because offensive is in the eye of the beholder and anybody can be offended by fucking anything. Plenty of things offend me. No one gives a shit. I'm offended by like mindless pap. I'm offended by like empty fucking pop culture artifice. I'm offended by shallow, vapid bullshit that's forced down, you know, our throats 24/7 in terms of like entertainment and media and stuff. No one gives a shit that I'm offended by that. No one gives a shit that I find it super fucking lackluster and it disgusts me. Because they don't need to. It's popular because people disagree with me. You know? There's always going to be fucking shit that offends your sensibilities, so have an argument beyond that. If something offends you, figure out why, and then explain it. Instead of just being offended and expecting people to care about that. Because no one but you cares. No one but you has an incentive to care. I mean, people on Twitter are hyper offended people just by their nature. Because there's like, I don't know, they like find it fun, I guess, to go around and find something to be like upset about. So I think you can't really, Twitter is Twitter, you know? Because like 90% of the people acting upset about shit on Twitter in real life are probably not even that upset. Or like if the same shit was said in their day-to-day life among their friends, they wouldn't even care. But because it's like on Twitter, they got a virtue signal. It's like, all right, you know, you're offended. It's like some great moral demonstration to them. Like, wow, you know, the fact that I'm offended means that I'm like really, I care, you know, about important stuff. I'm offended at the even sight of the number 1492. You know? 'Cause that's the kind of motherfucker I am. Stupid motherfuckers. I deleted Twitter when the banned Trump. Why? You were offended? Sounds like you shouldn't have left. Sounds like it's the place for you. Yeah, it's just another hobby for people. I guess it's a way to feel empowered in the world. I'm offended. It's almost like, hey, maybe if I like complain loudly enough about every little thing that bugs me to the slightest degree, eventually it'll all change in my favor, and the world will narcissistically conform to my exact sensibilities. I guess that must be the idea behind it. If there is an idea behind it. Yeah. You know what's really great about corporate ads is Pinterest. They like really are fucking brilliant at integrating their ads right into their content in a super seamless way. It's pretty insidious. That's why I own some of their stock. It's like, yeah. Most analysts agree they're undervalued as a company. They consistently beat earnings expectations. And I don't know. I mean, I found their service like super useful since I signed up. It's like really good at organizing shit. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of dudes, at least initially, were like, this is just for chicks or whatever. And I feel like people are kind of starting to realize, no, this is actually pretty useful. Way more useful than like, it's not even really social media in my opinion. It's more like, yeah, it's like a better way to organize your like web links and shit and like imagery that inspires you and whatever else. I can't think of one. There might be. Yeah, I never had it because it was all women, and I'm just like, now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay, it's actually a useful thing. I don't know why it was like so, I don't know, gendered at the time. I don't know if that was, maybe. I don't know if it was like men just weren't interested, or we were just like, they didn't, if it was like a yogurt thing where it's like, even though men eat yogurt, all yogurt advertising is targeted at women. Like, I don't know. I like yogurt. I mean, I eat yogurt all the fucking time. But no. Apparently, the men that eat yogurt do not exist, according to the world of advertising. Was that beep on your end or mine? I didn't hear a beep, so I assume it was on yours, but who knows? If I want good content, I should react to Vosh's live stream right now. Doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? I guess I'll look. He's like freaking out or something. Is he even live? I guess he is. Let's see what's going on. Like, watching Vosh through me. It's on yours, DPism. What?
When I was 18, I was giving mixed signals sometimes. But so far, if we're taking a look, just
okay, doesn't really seem all that interesting to me. The new wave of leftist YouTubers are filled with meaningless drama. Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at the actual history of leftism, it's always been full of meaningless drama. Like, and like, back then they were like assassinating each other, so you know, at least they're not killing each other now. So I guess you can consider that progress. The new wave. Oh, I already read that. How often do you feel like you're being gang stalked as a major YouTube personality? I don't even know what that means. Did you hear about Vosh? About Vosh? Voshy Vosh? Vosh? You see Vosh? You hear Vosh? What about Vosh? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. But Chijay, Voosh. What about Voosh Dough? Have you been watching any AEW? No. Favorite Depeche Mode song? The Day the Whole World Died of AIDS. I think it's a beautiful song. It's really poignant. Leftists just need to be more pragmatic instead of so obnoxiously pure. But then what's the point of being a leftist if you can't be smugly superior to all those around you? You forgot the point, man. If you let too many people in to the morally superior fucking snob club, then you can't be the morally superior snob club anymore. You gotta be superior to most people. I'm getting sick of the whole talking heads having beef. We watch them like gladiators, and jack shit gets done, just slam dunks and blood sports. Well, yeah, I mean, I felt that way a few years back. Be careful with that. Because you twist that wrong, you get stuck. I know. Yeah, it feels good. I unsubbed from Vosh when he became way too pro-trans. I'm not anti-trans, but I don't want to live in a world where some people are untouchable. I mean, we live currently in a world where, like, trans people are, like, barred from several activities and, like, disproportionately murdered and stuff. So, like, isn't it a little premature for that kind of, like, fear at this point? It seems like maybe, like, you've, like, put the cart... I wish we were at the point where, like, we could have the discussion of, like, are trans people too beloved and coddled? But, like, we ain't there yet, so... I don't know why this comes off as fucking creepy, but it do. What, the hairbrushing thing? When are we getting a Chelsea stream? I don't know. More beard brushing. Do it. Best pizza, Chicago style or New York style? Best hot dog, Chicago style or New York style? Best sausage, Polish, Czech, bratwurst, breakfast sausage. New York style pizza, Chicago style hot dog, German style sausage. Trans people are too coddled, and I say this as a trans person. Yeah, she's seen Antichrist already, she says. You people are already doing the same shit. I mentioned trans, now you're defending the trans without any info. I mean, I don't really feel like what info is needed. I didn't really feel like what you said was like a super informational statement. It's like a matter of sensibilities. What info do we need? You can't say anything negative about trans people because it shattered the illusion they live in. Seems like you're not. Seems like that's not really like, I like trans people, but, you know, seems like you don't really like them. My only hang up is the neo pronouns that are becoming more popular. I'll call people they, them, but I ain't calling no one fey self. I'm sorry. I just don't think I could remember to do it. Even if I intended to, I don't think I could actually manage the fucking feat. TJ, when are you going to retire from YouTube? When I'm dead. Or when YouTube collapses. Have I heard of a band named Purple Filth? No. Exactly, you need more info to make a judgment call. No, I said the opposite of that. I said you don't really need much info. You just said, you made a statement about personal sensibilities, and some other people made statements of opposite sensibilities, and some other people made statements of even stronger versions of your sensibilities. So I'm really failing to see this like victim narrative you're trying to construct in the chat. Like, oh man, I'm so persecuted because I just tried to tell the truth. Or like, no one gave me a fair shake, man. They wouldn't even let me like say what my info was, dude. What are you talking about? $12 million. What? Oh, can I have $12 million? TJ, have you heard of a movie called Kids made in 1995? Yeah, it was the same dude that made Gummo and shit. Kids is a super controversial movie back in 1995. And it's kind of like, I guess, sort of, I feel like it's almost been forgotten since then. I mean, it was a pretty accurate depiction of how shit was at the time. Like, you know, I was like around that age in 95. I was a little younger. But like, that's pretty much what being a teenager was like at that time. So I don't know. I feel like it wasn't really like a wrong interpretation. But it's not really that great of a movie. It's kind of dumb. I mean, it's kind of like really boring. Like, I don't even really think the movie intends to entertain you. I don't know. I feel the same way about Gummo. I feel like I don't really understand the purpose of a movie that's not trying to entertain me. Because to me, that's like the only legitimate purpose. The only reason I'm going to sit and stare at a screen is if it's like attempting to fucking engage me in some way. And I just didn't feel like that movie does that. I feel like it's just like, here's a slice of life. It's so real. It's so real. It's like, well, if I want real, I can just walk outside. I want entertainment. So yeah, I didn't really care for it. I don't really understand why assuming someone's gender is bad. Like how I approach you and call you he, why is it so triggering to be like, it's she actually? Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like the onus is on you, especially if you don't even present a certain way or whatever, you know? Like, if I see someone wearing, like, a dress or something, but, like, here's the thing. When do you ever use a person's pronouns to them? You don't. Like, you don't you don't walk up to someone and, like, say, hey, he, what's up, him, you know? Like, you don't use a person's pronouns when you're addressing them. So, it's, like, kind of, like, pointless. Because you use someone's pronouns when you're talking about them to someone else. You don't use it when you're talking to them. So I don't know. It's very strange. Like, there's really, I don't ever find that it's necessary to gender a person while speaking to them. I think it might be controversial because one of the kids is actively trying to give people HIV. I must be misremembering the plot of the movie then, because I remember that there was a dude that had HIV, but he didn't know he had HIV, but he was obsessed with like popping girls' cherries. His whole thing was like he liked to fuck virgins, and that was like his big thrill. And he had AIDS, and he didn't know he had AIDS. And the whole movie was like this girl trying to find him and tell him he has AIDS before he fucking sleeps with too many other people. I don't remember anyone knowingly trying to spread HIV in the movie. I think maybe that's, I don't know. Either I'm misremembering or that's not the plot. But it's been, I mean, it's probably been fucking since the 90s that I've seen the fucking thing. It doesn't bother me when people assume I'm a woman because I look like a woman. Okay. Good for you. That's the, well, he doesn't tell them that he's HIV positive because he literally doesn't know that he's HIV positive. Like, that's the whole thing, is like there's a girl trying to find him and tell him that. So that's kind of a deceptive, that's not really a great fucking synopsis. You know what I mean? It just doesn't, yeah, it doesn't really capture what's going on. Oh, yeah, you know what gets me off? Having sex with someone who has no idea what they're doing. I mean, like, the main character that has this position is, like, 15 years old or something, and he's, like, a little doofus. Like, the kids in the movie are, like, totally reprehensible little pieces of garbage, which I think is kind of part of the point. Like, they're not sympathetic characters. They're, like, totally pieces of shit. And the main dude that you're like following that has AIDS and doesn't know it is like, I don't know, it's supposed to be like a morality tale, I guess. I don't know. I got gas, TJ, help me. Oh, fuck. I don't know, punch yourself in the stomach a bunch of times till it comes out. I guess that if he knows that, okay. I also think leftists focus too much on cultural shit instead of economics. It is known people become less tolerating when times are bad economically, so economics should be number one. I feel like it's usually the right that tries to shift to cultural issues. I mean, they're the ones that are like constantly like, Big Bird's a communist, fucking Cat in the Hat's being censored, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Potato Head has got no gender. This is fucking... oh my God, they made Star Wars political, da da da. You know, it's like they're the ones that usually tend to focus on that stupid shit. Like, the big resurgence of the left in America is because of Bernie Sanders' presidential campaigns. And he ran like some of the most policy substance-oriented campaigns probably ever seen in American history. So I don't know. I feel like, and very focused on economics, by the way. So yeah, I don't really think that that's true at all. Now that AIDS isn't that big a deal, the movie loses some power. I mean, I guess. It never really had that much power. I guess it must have some kind of power because here people are talking about it fucking 20-something years later. Like 26 years later? Fuck. Only economics I hear from the right is them saying the left are wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, whatever. It's communism or whatever. Some kind of tepid, reheated, half-hearted free market diatribe. Fucking dumbed down Ayn Rand or something, you know? I mean, they talk about it because the left did it. If the left didn't exist, then neither would they. That's, I mean, like we've pointed out before, most of the issues they complain about are really stupid. Like them calling Big Bird a communist. Why? Because Big Bird said, get your shot like a big boy and fucking don't get COVID-19. Like what? Because Big Bird said some fucking shit in favor of like public health initiatives. He's a communist. And a bunch of conservatives freak out about it. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't feel like the left did anything there for they feel like the conservatives made an issue out of nothing, as they usually do. Most of the culture war shit is just like red meat for the base that has no fucking actual basis in any fucking reality. Like freaked out about Mr. Potato Head rebranding, which had nothing to even do with politics. It was just like so they could sell more fucking potato heads because they didn't want it as gendered. So that they could fucking, yeah, they wanted to like change the overall line of potato, because it was like Mr. Potato Head is still Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head still Mrs. Potato Head, but they won't be sold under the Mr. Potato Head brand. They'll be sold under the Potato Head brand, which makes more sense anyway. And it was designed solely to fucking increase sales of the fucking product by making it less fucking gender fucking exclusive, because they want more girls buying the fucking product. That's the only fucking reason. But it was spun into this whole, like, the left have deprived Mr. Potato Head of his gender, which, by the way, even if they had, who gives a shit? Or, like, fucking throwing a shit fit because, like, they changed the syrup lady. I mean, it's just, like, gets really dumb, dude. Like, and then they call the left snowflakes. It's like, you guys can't even fucking handle the changing of the syrup. I mean, give me a break. It's just like the Kid Rock song where he's like talking about how millennials, they're always offended by everything. But then in that same song, he's like super mad that like kids get participation trophies. Like, oh my God, they gave that kid a cheap little fucking piece of plastic shit that said you participated, you know? Like, they act like the kid that gets the participation trophy is getting every bit as good a trophy as the winner, right? Like, the team that wins the big shebang still gets the fucking big trophy and is told, you won. A participation trophy is just that, a participation trophy. It's basically like a little knick-knack that if you actually feel nostalgic about the fact that you were on the soccer team, you can be like, oh yeah, I played soccer. Here's my participation trophy. Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's just a reminder of the fact that you fucking suck, you know? Whereas you probably would have just forgot you were even on a soccer team at some point. But for some reason, it's like this participation trophy shit. It always ends up in this right-wing rhetoric, like it's this nightmare. Oh my God, they don't even understand competition anymore. They just think everyone's a winner. You know, it's like, oh my God. Give me a break, man. As a FTM, I have seen way more shit thanks to this culture war bullshit, so now I have to learn what closets are because I was taught that the gays are free now, so my family thinks my stories are lies. What? I'm pretty sure participation trophy was a thing since Kid Rock was a kid. That's what I'm telling you. He's like magnifying the complaints of not even his own generation. He's like literally become a fucking boomer mouthpiece. Even though I'm pretty sure he's like, what, Gen X? So, but like somehow he's got these like fucking boomer takes now all of a sudden. But he's trying to make the boomer takes seem like they're edgy. Basically, Kid Rock now makes music for your fucking grandpa or your old ass uncle to listen to and feel like they're like tough guys because they fucking don't like participation trophies or whatever, or like they're anti-mask or whatever the fuck shit they think makes them a badass. Yeah, I mean, like, you recognize when you're a kid and you get the little participation trophy, you know what the fuck it is, okay? You know what you got. You're not under the delusion that you're the winner. You're not told that you won. You know, you're told this is your, oh, well, you know, you participated, which is it. Yeah, you got a trophy for participating. And by the way, this idea that everyone gets a trophy. No, everyone who participated gets a trophy. The people who just participate and don't win get shitty little piece of shit garbage trophies that just say like you were there. That's it. It's not like a fucking real trophy that you win, like you won the big game or something. You know? Like, I don't understand why people make a big deal about it. I really don't. It's like, oh my God, big deal. Big fucking deal, bro. Excuse me. Trophies are stupid anyway. That's probably true. I just don't get why people give a shit. Like, who cares? Who gives half of a rat's ass about it, man? What is this? I had a girlfriend in Cali, and hearing her anti-vac parents at the dinner table talk about trans people and gays as swarming mobs here to rape kids and how real those people are hoarding guns. Yeah. TJ was insane clown pussy's target audience. Why are you calling him insane clown pussy? They've done more to stand up for freedom of speech in this country than your bitch ass. They were labeled a fucking gang by the FBI and fought that shit. What have you done? You're just some fucking nobody with a couple of E's in your name. But yeah, Insane Clown Posse is I don't know. I like Insane Clown Posse. I don't know shame about it. They were cool. I liked pretty much all their fucking shit from like Riddlebox through like Jekyll Brothers at least. Who gives half a molecule of AF about syrup and trophies when the planet is burning? Apparently half the country. Right, that's the whole point. Fingerless gloves make you look like Ash Ketchum. I don't really look much like Ash Ketchum, but thanks. I guess. I don't know. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Pokemon! Yeah. It's always good. Just whoop whoop to all the heaters, man. You heaters out there, whoop whoop, bitch. Whoop motherfucking whoop, heaters. Now heat my house, bitch. I watched the MST3K short Junior Rodeo, a 1955 movie about a small town they had for a rodeo for kids. And guess what they give out the kids that tried? Oh my God, was it participation trophies? 1955 even. The participation trophy is older than I thought at that point. Homies is not even a good fucking ICP song. The good ICP songs are the ones about like murder and shit. Homies is all about like how cool your homies are, and that's so fucking gay. I mean, it's like this like their most wholesome bullshit song. Like how the fuck are you gonna like that shit? Pokemon, go to the polls, Pokemon, and pledge your souls to Hillary. How does the subtitles know what you'll say before you say it? What? Why aren't my comments showing up on the stream? I don't know. Seems like they are to me. I see it there on the screen now, so. Yeah. 12 is a good ICP song. Lol. LOL. I mean, you do put a lot of time and effort just to be on a team, so it makes sense to reward that. Yeah, I mean, with like a cheap little piece of shit. A song called Chris Benoit about Chris Benoit, lol. Okay. Dude, Pendulum's Promise is a cool song. For fucking sure. It's good shit, man. It's good fucking shit, bro. That shit is aight. Yeah, that is true. Usually there's like a lag between like when I say shit and when you guys actually hear it. Did you guys know ICP won the Detroit Music Awards in 2010 and 2011? Hey TJ, I'm smoking some legal tobacco as I'm watching you. Here's some money. Thanks, man. Lol, what an odd comment. Which one? Mad Profer. Oh, I saw it. Too late. TJ is black now, yeah. I'm the blackest there is. No one blacker. Yeah, our planet's being run by the lead-poisoned generation. The Chris Benoit comment. Oh, yeah, that was a weird one. But whatever. I think he was trying to say something. TJ voted for Biden. Haha. Yeah, I'd do it again, too. TJ, you've been arrested before? No. Well, I guess I was, like, detained at least. But I wasn't arrested. Or maybe it's the other way around. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. There is cop stories. I have a video on my channel called Cop Stories that talks about pretty much every interaction I've ever had with cops. Or at least all the ones that are memorable. Where's your cats, TJ? They're in the house. I'm in the garage, which I think is... I mean, I guess it's not really a garage at this point. It's like a garage office, garoffice. But it is kind of... It does feel kind of separate from the main house. It definitely has the vibe of being somewhat, like, detached. And, you know. Black, 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 number one. Agree / it's okay to praise, encourage children, lol. Yeah, I don't really understand the idea that it's not. Like, they only deserve any praise if they're the winner. That means very few people will get praised for anything. I feel like it's okay to, like, foster competition. I feel like it's okay to, like, celebrate victory. But I also don't think it's, like we can't celebrate participation at all. Like, oh, you tried, you did it, you stuck it out. Like, that's worth something too, right? I think Paul's mind is starting to slip, TJ. Heads up, he may try to take you out. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it coming. I know what's happening. Fucking Paul and his crazy shit. When I was 17, I had a cop make me leave my own house. Even though I was the one who called them and I was the one who was being abused / assaulted. Yeah, that sounds like an American cop. I'm an American cop. Violent J is skinny now. Fuck, man. They're all turning on us, man. They're all betraying us. Favorite 80s tag wrestling team? Man, I don't know. 90s was really more my time. 80s, I didn't see as much of. So, I don't know. That's really hard. Because I really don't remember the 80s tag teams. I remember the 90s tag teams. And, you know, I honestly have never really, even when I was into wrestling, I was never super into, like, tag team matches. I guess that, like, the tag teams that really had that teamwork dynamic strongly built in, like Edge and Christian, or like the Rock and Sock connection even, where it was kind of like the antagonism was funny. You know, things like that. But honestly, I'd usually rather almost always see a fucking one-on-one mano-y-mano kind of fucking contest as opposed to like a tag team match. I don't know. They never thrilled me as much, even when, you know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's definitely been some really good tag team matches with, like, the Dudley Boys and shit, but I don't know. It was never as much my thing. And, like, it's done poorly more often than it's done well, I feel like. Because most of the tag teams, they just kind of put two wrestlers together and just like, you're a tag team, and here's your costume or whatever. You know? Yeah, but like, you know, very few of them actually worked together all that well. So the ones that did were kind of the more memorable ones. The ones that just seemed like two guys trying to make solo careers and like doing the tag team thing for a minute, trying to rise through the ranks of fucking the company. What are you waiting for? What do you mean? What am I waiting for what? I'm waiting for you to give me $12 million, cynic. Where's my 12 million fucking dollars? Yeah, I mean, I watched a little ECW. It always looked like too cheap for me, though. I never liked the lower production values, even though it was like more extreme. I didn't really like the more like, what would you call it? Cinema verite style. Really, it just looked like cheap public access shit almost. Like, it looked like they were just shooting it with, like, some normal-ass camcorders. And then somehow it was on TV, you know? Back when wrestling was good. Yeah, we talked about the dislike button shit on Flash Fried. I really don't care. I think that people put way too much stock in these ratings and shit. I feel like the thumbs up, thumbs down shit just makes people very lazy. They don't actually investigate anything. They don't actually take the time to express themselves. You know, they're just like, duh, duh. So I think just get rid of the whole fucking rating system, to be honest with you. Paul said get rid of the comments too. I say just put a fucking character limit on it and have an AI screen whether or not the fucking comment is even like a legitimate sentence. You know? Hey, did this person actually type something that's like coherent? Okay. There you go. We're gonna publish it. No, they didn't. It's just a bunch of fucking fart, butt, then reject. You know? I say make people have to actually express themselves with like words and thoughts, or like, I don't know, put as much fucking pressure on them to do that as possible. Anything that's too easy should just go away. Up, down, good, bad, that can all just fucking die. Reddit should remove the dislike button because most people are idiots. It would stop people from thumbing down without replying. Yeah, I think the whole premise of Reddit, like that to me, the reason I believe that the thumbs up, thumbs down rating system on YouTube videos sucks is pretty much not even because of YouTube, it's because of Reddit. I've seen what happens when you just give people this absolute Roman emperor, like, they abuse it, and they suck, and they just fucking gang up on fucking unpopular ideas. And they don't actually have to discuss things. They just say, yeah, no, that's dumb. I win. Ratio. Most people agree with me. I win. Mob's always right. Remember how history has shown that the majority is always right. Never has the majority been wrong. It's like, okay. We need a codification of this shit for sure. I wonder if you can explain why you even care what others rate shit. I don't. I ignore it. I don't give a fuck about it. I feel like you guys care. I think like most other people care. I don't care. In fact, a lot of times if I see something's downrated, I'm more intrigued by it. Like, oh wow, what's going on here? So if anything, like it's a reverse barometer oftentimes for me. Like, oh hey, this person might actually be saying something interesting. But I just feel like it's just stupid. It's just like creates a system of prejudgment. I like the dislike button because it allowed people to downvote corporate bullshit like the Meta video, CNN, Fox News, etc. Right? But like, what does that really even do, you know? Like, it's not like, oh wow, well they downvoted it, you know? So what? CNN, you know, topples to the ground. Fox News goes out of business because they got downvotes. Doesn't actually hurt them. Favorite foreign wrestler? Not ones with racist gimmicks. For me, it's British Bulldog, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Iron Sheik. I would say the Iron Sheik's gimmick is pretty racist, but whatever. The Iron Sheik is just funny as fuck, so you can't deny that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, whatever, the reasons for the fucking, them taking away the downvote button are probably, you guys are probably right about. I don't think that you're wrong. I just don't really care. I don't think that the mainstream media, I think that if the idea that the mainstream media is going to improve its reputation by taking away the downvote button on YouTube is a pretty ludicrous notion. It's not going to improve their standing. In fact, most people that have talked about the issue know that that's the exact reason it happened, which just makes them hate the mainstream media more. That's why they're removing it. You know that, right? To shield public dislike of the system, Biden, the establishment in general, etc. Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's probably accurate because most of the elite mainstream media sort of outlets are downvoted to shit. You don't care about anything because it's all meaningless anyway. So your point is redundant. Yeah, but even in the context of like the things I do care about, I don't care about it because it's not gonna work. So who cares? Like honestly, like you guys are missing the point. I've already conceded that you're probably right about the reasons why the down votes have been restricted, but the problem is that the up-down vote system in general sucks. This idea that, you know, everybody should just have a shorthand positive or negative reaction that can be a precursor to anything you see or do or hear. And even at a certain point, like on sites like Reddit, determine what content will be seen and not seen is stupid. So just, I don't know. I don't feel like we've lost anything by it. And it's not like I said, it's not like CNN or Fox News or Biden is going to be hated any less just because people can't see the downvotes. Like people are still going to, like, these channels already had the fucking ability to turn fucking ratings off, and many of them already did that. It didn't improve their reputations. No one was like, oh, I can't see what people think about this, therefore my opinion is now different. Jason Voorhees versus Batman, who would win? Batman. Biden vaccine mandate got overturned. You backed the wrong horse, TJ. I wasn't really backing a political horse there. I was just taking the side of public health. And I think it's wrong that the mandate was overturned. If anything, I think the mandate should be stronger. Because it really wasn't a true mandate. I think we need an actual mandate. And it shouldn't just be for people who work. It should just be for everyone in the country. And anybody who doesn't want to be vaccinated should be vaccinated by force. Let's go back to the star rating and incorporate a mandatory comment with every rating. I just feel like just make people comment. If people want to express something about the video, I think they should have to actually sit there and express it in language. And I think that there should be a minimum, and I think that there should be a system that looks to make sure that it's not just fucking filler gibberish and that it's actually on point. You mean back horses? Lol. Too bad, no mandate, bro. I mean, yeah, I mean, there isn't. Yeah. I'm just telling you what should be. I'm pretty, like, do you think I'm, like, super distressed that the world isn't conforming to the way I think it should? Because the world is pretty fucking goddamn far away from how I think it should be. Like, that's nothing new to me. I'm not, like, heartbroken about it. But I'm pretty used to it at this point. If you admit it's authoritarian, I'll accept your opinion. I mean, yeah, of course it's authoritarian. I don't think that generally my thinking is along authoritarian lines, but I definitely think that I can be pushed to the point of authoritarianism. I think there are instances where I can take that tact. There's no should be. Okay, I don't even remember what you're referencing, but I guess I kind of agree with that. But there's always a should be from, like, a personal perspective. I mean, there's no actual should be, but I have a should be and you have a should be. What was the first album you remember listening to? The first album I remember listening to in its entirety was Mechanical Animals. The only real loss I feel from losing the dislike button is being able to dislike YouTube Rewind and being blown away by how many dislikes there are. That's true. But I always felt like it was kind of counterproductive because to go there and leave a dislike, you had to go there. So now there's no reason to even click on the YouTube Rewind, you know? So make it clear how you feel about it by not even watching it. Just be like, wow, the YouTube Rewind this year only has like 10,000 views because no one even watched it. You know what I mean? You are evil if you think I should be vaxxed against my will. You are evil if you think that a deadly virus should be allowed to rage through society when there's medical means of stopping it. So, I don't know. We can just sit here and throw fucking stupid pejoratives at each other, I guess, if you want. What is it about you conservatives that you get angrier when you win? I always wonder. I'm always curious about that. Conservatives are never madder than when they've won an issue. It's like after Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted, madder than ever. You know what I mean? Mandate gets overturned, madder than ever about it. It's like, I never get you guys. It's like you're always the maddest after you've already fucking won, and it's like a moot point. The mandate was overturned because of my freedoms. Yeah, my freedoms suck. Because no one actually gives a shit about real freedom in this country. It's like, I want the freedom to not get vaccinated. It's like, you're a fucking idiot. That's the dumbest fucking... Of all the freedoms you're going to stand up for, you want the freedom to fucking not fucking get treated for a fucking disease that's raging through the fucking country? Meh, lame retort. As if you even have the fucking intellectual barometer to fucking gauge what a good retort is. I'm not conservative. Yes, you are. Shut up. You're fucking... By today's standards, you're definitely conservative. I mean, you're a Trump supporter, for fuck's sake. If you vote for Republicans and you support them, you are a conservative. There's no such thing as a liberal Trump supporter. Ask me anything, I'm liberal on all fronts. Checkmate. No, because you can state whatever position you want. But when you vote for someone like Donald Trump and you support someone like Donald Trump, the fact that you hold liberal positions in some nebulous, vague way means nothing. That's like if I fucking go around and I shoot gay people in the head, but then I say I have nothing against them. You don't fucking take me at my word. You look at my actions. Your actions are that you vote for a fucking crypto fascist. Barely even crypto, to be honest with you. So yeah, you're a conservative. You support a conservative. You support one of the most conservative presidents in U.S. history. That's ridiculous, TJ. No, you're ridiculous. Conservatives thinks Biden is a socialist, so their political compass is messed up. That's true. I'm talking to people who think Biden is some kind of leftist. Biden is a conservative, for fuck's sake. Biden is barely fucking any less conservative than Trump. And these motherfuckers think he's on the left somehow. Like, what? What has he done that's on the left? What's one thing he's done that's even remotely left-leaning? He's maybe talked a little... he's had a left-wing talking point here and there, but it's always stuff that fucking vanishes the last minute. Biden is right-wing. Doesn't that make you a conservative? No. Wow, TJ being a bitch for Big Pharma. So let me ask you this. If you get a headache, do you take Tylenol? I assume that sometimes you do. Do you ever have pains that are bad enough for you to fucking take a drug? If you have depression, do you take depression medication? Like, do you just if you eschew all modern medicine, then you could talk to me about what a bitch I am to Big Pharma. I am in favor of medical science. Big Pharma is the business industry that profits off the creation of drugs. I am against the existence of that. I think the drugs should be created and distributed, sans the profit motive. But I'm not going to shit on medicine just because some fucking capitalist cocksucker vulture is making money along the fucking way. I'm not just going to be like, well, medicine's bullshit because someone made money off it. That's stupid. So yeah, I don't fucking like your fucking attacks against me are so lame. Shill for Big Pharma. You lick willow. I mean, hey, you lick the willow trees, man. I love how you dodge that. I don't take pills ever. Maybe in 10 years. Well, then, fucking good for you. If you just have no fucking need for medicine, I'll expect you to stick to that. No matter what happens to you, no matter what illness befalls you, just reject all modern medicine because you hate Big Pharma. Good for you. Congratulations. You stuck by your principles, and you're gonna die. But, you know, hey, at least you died principled. Yeah, you're a shill for the automotive industry because you drive a car. I mean, everything that I do is interwoven with commerce, for fuck's sake. I live in a country where that's how things operate. There's no fucking opt out of that unless I'm gonna go live in a treehouse in the woods, which I'm not willing to do. But yeah, I'm a big fan of drugs. Not just recreational, like medicinal. Love them. So, yeah, Big Pharma makes plenty of money off of my ass. I am pro-science, approved medication against deathly virus. Stay mad. Paul has the exact right idea about anti-vaxxers. Get the drones, load them up with a vaccine, dart the morons, tape it all for TV. Yeah, I think it'd be funny. I definitely think it could be entertainment. Unarmed Rosenbaum was an idiot for throwing a trash bag at an armed man, but he didn't deserve to die, and Rittenhouse use of force was disproportionate to Rosenbaum's. I'm so sick of relitigating the Kyle Rittenhouse shit. There's no, I mean, yeah, I don't care. I mean, it's, the jury has rendered its fucking verdict, dude. There's no fucking point in going over it again and again and again and again. I never really cared that much to begin with. You know, I guess there's been some interesting discussions that have happened around it, and I do find it really funny how many conservatives turned on poor little Kyle Rittenhouse when he fucking said he supported BLM and shit, but for the most part, I don't really give a shit. I mean, it's not like, I don't think it sets some kind of precedence. I don't think it was some clear-cut case. I feel like it could have gone either way. And, you know, if I had, I mean, like, looking at it with my sensibilities, I don't think the dude should have been there with a gun, but, you know, America obviously feels differently, and this is a country that loves its guns, so my fucking advice to anybody at this point is if you go to a protest, bring a gun. Whatever side you're on, bring a gun. Be ready, because shit can pop off, and you should be able to defend yourself. This shit is going right, man. The vaccine rules, but there needs to be some woo sort of game show vaxxers versus anti-vaxxers. Okay. Was Kyle Rittenhouse faking tears? I thought it looked fake. Probably not a legal procedure, but I think it could embolden more people to show up to protest armed looking for shit. Yeah, I mean, it could, and I think they should. I mean, I just said that. Yeah, I think you should come armed. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. That would be the lesson I would derive from it. TJ, that's the worst advice I've ever heard. Why? Because obviously people are going to come armed, so you need to be armed too to protect your fucking self. Like, if the opposition is going to be armed, you should be armed. Everyone should fucking bring a gun. I say this as someone who doesn't even like guns, has never even owned a gun. I've never even fired a gun. But if I was going to go to a protest at this point, I'd learn fucking the basics of how to handle a gun, and I'd fucking bring a gun. Do you think being a hairy land whale anything to do with your stance on mandatory vax? Why do you think so many athletes are against it? I think so many athletes are against it because athletes tend to be low IQ people. many athletes are just really fucking dumb. They never had to get by on brains. They got by on brawn and athleticism. The dumb jock stereotype is a stereotype for a reason. And I think that they're easily misinformed, and I think that they tend to appeal more to conservatives and therefore are more likely to espouse conservative stances, especially when it's easy brownie points. You know, an easy way to win back some of the fucking conservatives who were, you know, alienated by football players taking a stand on racial issues. So they, you know, that kind of turned a lot of their fans against them, and I think taking the anti-vax stance was a good way to get them back on their side. So yeah, there's like a few different reasons that I think athletes, I don't really feel like athletes are necessarily health experts. I'm not going to claim I am either. But yeah, I don't think there's any problem. I mean, I don't feel like there's any problem with the fucking vaccine in terms of athletes. I haven't heard anybody say that it compromised their athletic abilities. I've heard of COVID-19 doing that. But, you know, whatever. Shoot a gun, you pussy. I feel like the reason I don't like guns is because I feel like guns are for pussies. I don't know. If I was going to kill someone, I'd rather, like, stab them. But, yeah, I guess guns are the way of the world. I mean, it's like one of those things I got on my to-do list. Like, get a gun. But... TJ gets by on the power of his IQ. It has nothing to do with serendipity on the internet. You know, I feel like if you go around and look at the success of other people and constantly just attribute it to luck, then you're really just making excuses for your own underperformance. Like, if it's just a matter of that, like, you just don't want to admit that you don't have the skills to pay the bills. So everybody who does better than you has got to be somehow lucky. They just got lucky. Lucky son of a bitch. It's just like sour grapes from you. You're such a bitter little fuck. Ironic that you name yourself Mr. Laugh. One of these people that fucking virtue signals the opposite of what you are, because you're probably sitting there frowning like a little bitch right now. But hey, you know, rock on, man. Keep being a stupid dipshit. Maybe it'll get you somewhere one day. Alex Jones's rhetoric is legit dangerous. Anybody who just views him as a clown or a meme dismiss the disinformation he spreads. Entertaining clown, yes, but his rhetoric creates brain-dead population. His rhetoric doesn't create shit, okay? Alex Jones's rhetoric doesn't create a goddamn thing. The people who believe the Alex Jones is bullshit are already people that are predisposed towards that sort of fucking horse shit. They want to believe it. There've always been Alex Jones types. They just didn't used to be able to congregate quite as successfully, but now they can do that. But yeah, Alex Jones doesn't create shit. If anything, he's beholden to the audience and just tells them what they want to hear. That's what grifters do. A grifter is not someone who makes up a bunch of crazy shit and then tricks people into believing it. That's too hard. A grifter takes the path of least resistance. He finds a fucking segment of society that already believes something that's crazy or stupid and then steelmans that position as much as possible so that those people throw money at him or her. That's how they work. So when you're looking at Alex Jones, really, you're looking at a figurehead that just is the fucking top of the bullshit pyramid that's being propped up by a bunch of other fucking crazy idiots. So yeah, that's basically it. He didn't create shit. He's not propagating shit. He's just a tool. Alex Jones exists because of the people that like him, not the other way around. Basically what I'm saying. I mean, Alex Jones is still a well-known political figure. He still makes the rounds on plenty of fucking popular shows. People still hear where his takes. Him being censored off of YouTube and some other places didn't really fucking stop him. When do you think Vosh and Shu on Head are going to get married, and how long will it last? I mean, I think that they're just too incompatible, you know? She likes fish, he likes horses. It's just not going to last, man. It just can't work. They're too different, too fundamentally different. What about new crazy people, young adults who just found out about Alex Jones? He's not a vector for new I mean, look, there's two kinds of people. There's a person that sits down and sees Alex Jones go on a crazy rant and fucking realizes right away, crazy motherfucker spouting insane bullshit. And there's people who are like, oh, this guy's got a point. And that latter person, there's nothing you can do for them. They're just stupid. You can't fix them. You can, oh, maybe if we keep the stupid shit away from them, they'll be smart. No, they're already stupid. You can't fix it. The only way to fix it is like, well, anyway. Horseshoe on Head. Oh, wait. You know what? That I'm not saying a portmanteau. That's a, I don't know. It's something. That convinced me. Vosh equals trash. Trash equals Vosh. I wish I lived in the universe where Alex Jones became a comedian rather than a conspiracy theorist media figure. I mean, he's kind of both now, right? She was the definition of the grifter who created morons thinking feminism is bad while Trump is not that dangerous, not buying her redemption arc. They're both cancer, but Alex Jones is at least entertaining cancer. Yeah, that's true. Alex Jones is a very talented guy. I'll give him that much. He's very, very talented. And the amount of energy that he puts into his grift is pretty impressive, and the forcefulness with which he's able to exaggerate his points and put forth his gobbledygook is extraordinarily entertaining. Shu has an audience because she is hot. That's it. Her political takes are absolutely brain dead and reactionary. She literally has right-wing immigration stance. I think Shu on Head is like doing like the Denmark. What's that country? I think it's like Denmark or Finland or something, where they had like the left-wing political party kind of became like did a really conservative turn on a bunch of social issues. Maybe it's kind of like that. How the fuck are you gonna shit on Shu on Head when TJ has done half the same shit, if not worse? I mean, I don't care. Just feel however you want about anybody you want. Exposing stupid people to demagogues like Jones makes the world worse. Believing there is no threat there is disingenuous and self-deception at worst. I feel like the threat is there regardless of Alex Jones. Like, it's the question about, like, if Hitler had never been born, would the Holocaust not have happened, or would it have just happened under a different leader? And I happen to be of the second school of thought. I think maybe if you get rid of Hitler, you actually have someone more competent rise to fucking power, and then it's a whole new ballgame. But, like, the conditions that led to Hitler's rise to power were not going to... If they didn't choose Hitler, they'd have chose someone else. I think it's the same for someone like Alex Jones. If it wasn't Alex Jones spewing that bullshit, it'd be some other motherfucker. Maybe someone more insidious. Maybe someone more fucking full of guile. You know? I don't know. I think that, it's just like, I don't know. I think people underestimate the power of the audience. They think it's all about the personality. But I think it's all about the motherfuckers watching. What's high IQ about being morbidly obese and willing to inject anything the government tells you to? Now suddenly trust the system wants you healthy and to thrive. Partisan stance. People who watch Alex Jones already believe in the stuff he pushed on his show. He just validated it. He didn't invent it. That's the point I'm making. But as to and Andre's point there, so you said, What's high IQ about being morbidly obese? IQ and obesity have literally nothing to do with each other. There's been plenty of fucking fat people who are very intelligent. Been plenty of skinny people who are really fucking stupid. Willing to inject anything the government tells me. I'm not willing to inject anything the government tells me. I'm willing to inject a vaccine that I've looked into the science of and decided is right for me. And is right for you as well, now that I think about it. Now suddenly I trust the system, want me to be healthy and thrive. Yeah, the system does want me to be healthy and thrive. Why wouldn't it? Well, maybe not me in particular, but the populace in general, yeah. Like, they want you healthy. They want you thriving. They want you thriving at least physically so you can be a worker. They need cogs in the machine. If you're dead, you're not a very good cog at that point. So, yeah, if you're dead, you're not a good cog. If you're sick, you're not a very good cog. So, yeah, the system does actually have some incentive to keep you healthy, at least alive, and at least capable of working. Alex Jones has been deplatformed to the point where his reach is about as it's ever going to get. People need to calm down. Yeah, I mean, like, Alex Jones is... I mean, I don't know. He still seems like he has good reach to me. I still hear about him all the fucking time. Name 5 fat, smart people. Okay. Orson Welles. Fat and smart. Stanley Kubrick, fat, smart. So that's in filmmaking. I guess we could go into like the realm of like science and academia. Let me see. Fat scientists. I mean, I guess you didn't say I can't look it up. Let's see. Fattest scientists. Bum, 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 bum. Fat scientists. Fat fire. What is this? It's actually about fat scientists. Do. Too fat to be a scientist? I've long dreamed of becoming a scientist. Just weeks after my BA in biology from a prestigious university, I decided to leave science behind. I am rejecting a career in science, or rather, it is rejecting me because I'm too fat. And then I can't read the rest because we're sorry, but something went wrong. Let me read the rest. I want to know about the fat fuck struggle. All right. F is in fat. Top 15 fattest states. Most overweight and obese states in America. Fattest man in Britain. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson is kind of husky, but he used to be pretty fucking svelte back in the day. Winston Churchill, that's a fat guy that was obviously smart. Benjamin Franklin, fat and smart. Kubrick was kind of fucking fat. He wasn't like huge, but he had some chonk on him. Fat is subjective, I guess. Neil deGrasse Tyson, back when he was young though, he was fucking svelte. I mean, he was muscular. That was a fucking bulky ass dude. Yeah, there's not like a list of like fat scientists, but I promise you there's fucking been plenty of fat fucking scientists out there. I don't know. Obesity is subjective though. It's how, I mean, like at some point it's not. Like there's definitely a point at which someone is definitely obese. You know? I love how TJ ponders most society issues when it comes to COVID reality. He takes the vaccine for the good of the herd without do his independent research and examination of evidence. I did. I looked into the fucking RNA fucking vaccine and how it works. And then I looked at the efficacy rates of the fucking vaccines that were out there and how effective they were at stopping the spread of COVID-19. And then I decided, yeah, that sounds reasonable. We should all take this. What you mean by, like, I didn't do research is I didn't fucking decide to, like, take the word of, like, a Facebook group or some weird talking head on YouTube or fucking, you know, whatever fucking platform. Did you hear the word morbidly a lot? I don't know if I'm morbidly obese. I'm definitely fat. And I'm definitely, like, obese. I don't know if I reached the point of morbidity. No, TJ, that doesn't count as research. You have to look at their sources. Okay. Cool story, bro. Vaccine is a good cope, anti-vax fascist morons. All science supports vaccine. Facebook moms are not science. Yeah, well, a lot of them to get around that say like the COVID-19 vaccine is not even a vaccine just because it's not like the traditional vaccine that uses like the you know, the augmented virus, you know, because it uses like the RNA spike protein or whatever to train the body to what to look for in COVID-19. Do your own research. You mean read an article written by one of the few conservative doctors blinded by their own biases. That tends to be what they mean. Trust the doctors, no. Trust the FDA, no. Trust Pfizer, no. TJ chat, wow, these people are nuts. Imagine not trusting science. I am really struggling to see what the point you're trying to make is. Yeah, you didn't do the proper research. You should see my memes, dude. I remember that people used to devoted years and thousands of dollars towards long-term studies and was probably important. Yeah, but like the vaccines were like they were already doing research into RNA fucking vaccines. Like this issue had already been studied. The specific vaccine that they rolled out had not been studied. I mean, it had been, but not for like the usual length of time. But usually you conservatives are all in favor of cutting fucking red tape and cutting through the bureaucratic bullshit to get a product to fucking market. But now all of a sudden you're totally against it. Whoa, that's strange. Even though like a pandemic is the perfect time to actually have the justification to do that. I mean, like, what do you think is going to happen? I guess if everyone who got the fucking vaccine just 10 years from now explodes or something, then I guess I'll fucking say I'm sorry before I die. Be like, oops, I was wrong. Boom. And then you guys get the last laugh. But the reality is that I'm just more immune to COVID-19 than you are because I got the vaccine. I'm less likely to get it than you. So I don't know. Do you know what endemic means, TJ? It means vaccines don't work. A la seasonal flu isn't going away soon. Yeah, I know. That doesn't mean vaccines don't work, though. The fact that the flu is never going away doesn't mean that flu vaccines don't work. It's just that not everyone gets them, and they're not always great at predicting what strain of the flu is going to hit in a given season because there's different mutations of it. But we had a stage at COVID-19 where if everyone had gotten the vaccine, we could have potentially eradicated it. Because it had not yet mutated in a bunch of different fucking like forms. Now there's too many fucking forms of it. So even if we vaccinate against one, we might be susceptible to another mutated form. So now we're just fucked. There's no way. Like we're just gonna be dealing with COVID-19 forever because of you stupid fucks. But whatever. So yeah, now it's gonna be like we're gonna constantly have to be vaccinated against it, just like we have to be constantly vaccinated against the flu. Most people do not get the flu shot. I mean, that's up to them. You don't want to get the flu shot, you don't have to get it, I guess. I mean, in my opinion, it shouldn't really be a choice, but I don't know. I don't really understand why we feel like people have this like sacred right to be unhealthy. I mean, if it was just like a personal choice, like I'm going to smoke cigarettes because it might affect me. Okay, well, I guess that's your choice. But like when you're like, I'm going to get a contagious disease, like, no, you're not, because that affects other people. So we're not going to allow you to do that. But it seems like a lot of you think differently about it than I do. Because, like, to me, like, if there's a way to prevent a contagion from spreading around society, you should totally do that. Dane Valensky, 499, says, I switch over to edibles. I don't feel myself getting as high as I did when I smoked. Well, fuck, man. Conservatives are like kids that are asked to do the dishes, then do them so badly they say, oh, look, it didn't work. Guess you shouldn't have asked me to do anything at all. I was that kid, so. Can you imagine the world if all anti-vaxxers and religious fundies died from a virus? Paradise on Earth with faster moving pro-science, social positions, and human rights progressing forward. I hope that one day we get a fucking more deadly pandemic that just kills everyone instantly. But here's the thing. Guys, if there was like a fucking pandemic that was like really serious, like Black Death level, it's killing 80% of people, these motherfuckers would be so on that vaccine, you would see no anti-vax at that point. The second there was a vaccine, they wouldn't give a shit if it was rushed out or not. They'd be like, oh, yeah, give it to me. It's just they don't fucking take the threat from COVID-19 seriously, so they just don't, oh, well, I don't want to do it because I don't take that threat. It's not deadly enough for me to fucking be scared, so fuck it. I don't care if, like, my grandma dies or whatever. But if they actually felt like they were really legitimately threatened by something, they'd all be on that fucking vaccine hype train. And anyone who didn't get it, they'd beat the shit out of them. So, it'd just be a bunch of hypocrite fucking assholes, really, what it boils down to. Good thing I'm not conservative. Shut up, cynic. You're fucking conservative as shit. How are you not? How are you fucking not conservative? If it was actually serious, of course we would care. Duh, dude. It is actually serious. I'm just saying that you're not smart enough to see how serious it is. It would have to be way more dramatic for your stupid asses to actually get on board. Because the conservative brain, I don't know, it only responds to the most dramatic examples of shit. And you are a very conservative person, you conservative fuck. Yeah, cynic, shut the fuck up. Challenge 2021. Good luck. TJ, when are you going to move to a progressive region, bud? I don't give a fuck about region. There's no progressive region. Regions don't have politics, okay? If your argument against vaccine mandates is bodily autonomy, must also be pro-choice. Oh yeah, be pro-choice, pro-trans, pro-anything with your body. But they're not. Of course they're not. It's the people who don't give a fucking rat's ass about bodily autonomy. They only give a shit about their own, is what it boils down to. They only give a shit about their own bodily autonomy. They don't give a fuck about the autonomy of women. They don't give a fuck about the autonomy of trans people. The only thing they give a fuck about is the autonomy of their own personal bodies. They're only about themselves. They don't fucking care about anyone else's rights. They don't care about anybody else fucking... they want the stupidest fucking shit. They're not willing to fight for anything that actually matters. I love gay marriage. Okay, then why'd you vote for a fucking guy that fucking passed a bunch of anti-LGBT shit? Universal health care. Last I checked, Trump didn't support universal health care. He thinks it's communism. All drugs legal. Trump's against it. He fucking wanted tougher fucking crime laws. Abortion. Trump's fucking pro-life. So you support a guy that's against all that shit, but somehow those are your positions. Okay, cool. Dope. But the people who you live in a region can have distinct cultures and political beliefs. Yeah, but that's all bullshit. It could change on a fucking dime. States red one fucking cycle, blue the next. Trump was pro-gays. No. He fucking spouted some pro-gay rhetoric. He held up the rainbow flag, but if you look at how he actually governed, no, he was not pro-gay at all. Fuck conservatives, they're backwards Neanderthals. When you get on the mic and debate him, cynic. Trump got people, black specifically, out of prison for weed. Did you not see that? Yeah, I saw he did some tokenistic shit with a few people. to like get some good press. Fair enough. Trump held up the LGBT flag. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. Like, once again, it's just like a lot of virtue signaling shit. Trump wants to fucking talk out of both sides of his mouth to keep people confused and to give people like cynic outs so where they can feel like, oh, well, he's not really a conservative because he did this couple of tokenistic gestures. It's like, all right, cool. I mean, I guess it's good that he did the prison reform shit that he did. I mean, it was pretty fucking meager and pathetic, but I guess it was something. You know, and now, of course, all the conservatives have gone right back to tough on crime, so it didn't, like, a lot of fucking fat lot of good it actually did in changing the culture. My body, my choice, whenever having that position is convenient for me. Conservatives. Maybe not gays, but he banned trans people from the military. I mean, you can go look at lists of all the anti-LGBT stuff the Trump administration did, and it's not limited to just trans people. There's plenty of anti-gay shit that they did as well. A lot of protections they rolled back. Did you ever notice how sewer system surveillance began during the COVID lockdown? No. I didn't even know that had happened or whatever. Or what are you implying? I debate TJ anytime, any place, but he wouldn't dare. He'd be thoroughly destroyed. He knows better. I mean, I feel like I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to do the same thing you always do, which is just, like, make vague allusions to somehow... I don't know. I've never heard you make a specific argument for anything. You always just like, oh, you'll see. It's happening. It's coming. The day'll happen. One day you'll see the truth. Should I go to the place where I half-smoked joints sometimes? I find half-smoked joints sometimes. I mean, if you want a half-smoked joint. TJ brings cynic on. Single people who are asexual get the same tax breaks as married couples, or just single people in general. I don't know. Because, like... I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Call me out on live stream if I'm vague or whatever. Bring Cynic on, please. You know, I'll bring Cynic on, but I'm not bringing him on this stream. I'm gonna bring him on when we can fucking start the stream talking. But yeah, he has my Facebook, and I think maybe he has some other fucking do you have any other contact for me, or is it just the Facebook? Yeah, I'll fucking do it. It might be funny. TJ, give me a tax break. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I don't think fucking, you know, just because you don't fuck, you know, you don't get the benefits of it. People get, I'm scared. I just said I'd do it. I literally just said I'll fucking do it. Let's do it. Write me and we'll fucking arrange it. I'll do it my next fucking stream on this channel. Kyle Rittenhouse, discuss. We already did that. Find another asexual and marry them. Not like sex has to be a part of marriage. I just feel like you don't get that benefit. Yeah, write me on either Instagram. Probably better write me on Instagram because I check that more. But yeah, just write me on Instagram. I'll bring you on the next fucking show. This thing could be better than the original language. I mean, I don't know. He'll be at least more entertaining, probably. I once heard TJ smoked an entire mountain. No. I don't really want a partner at all. Right. I mean, that's why you don't get the benefits. Fuck you. You make different life choices, like whatever. You don't get that. It's like, oh, well, you know, I still deserve an athletic scholarship even though I'm not athletic. No, you don't. You don't qualify for that. Fuck you. TJ, if God made mommy and God made daddy, who made God? Gotti? Doesn't get worse than original language. I think fucking original language. I seriously doubt that Cynic is fucking scared. We're just gonna we'll fucking figure it out. We'll talk to him next fucking show. And we'll see. We'll get to the bottom of it. And we're gonna fucking see. We're gonna fucking see if he's conservative or not. We're gonna fucking do we're gonna administer the conservative test. We're gonna figure it out. Italian mobster John Gotti. That's what I said, motherfucker. People who don't do anything to produce the next generation of Americans don't deserve the same exemptions as those that do. I mean, I wasn't really going to that place with it, but whatever. Cynics would be worse than original language. Do asexual, boring ass people just want gay pride clout? I don't know what they want. What's your favorite curse word? Fuck. I was born asexual and shouldn't have to sign my property and money over to someone else to get a tax break. You don't get the tax break. There's probably other tax breaks you'll qualify for. Get those. You don't get the fucking, the marriage tax break is for people who get fucking married. You're not going to get married. Everyone else has to fucking enter into the contract of marriage to get them tax breaks. You don't get it just because you fucking, I don't want to get married, but I still want the fucking perks of it. Like, fuck you. No. No, you don't get that. Get out of here. Do you know Cynic IRL? Yeah, I've met Cynic in real life a few times, yes. I've met Cynic in real life a few times. He was not as crazy back when I met him, though. Like, he's definitely lost his mind probably at least 80% since then. Yeah, that's true. At least Cynic has a real position, I guess. I feel like he never really actually explains his reasons for the position, but I guess he has a position. Whereas I can't even tell what the fuck origin of language positions are, other than I am smart. For a while, I thought he was LARPing online as a black dude to make his arguments more valid. No, he's an actual black dude. TJ knows tax breaks one of the key things keeping Chelsea hooked. Yeah, gotta fucking keep that tax break going. Cynic is definitely black. Why can't conservatives just admit they are conservative, or do they really believe they are classical liberals who are fed up with the radical left? It's that. They really believe it. And you see it all the time. Like, I don't know, there's so many of them out there that are super conservative. They're just little total fucking Republican fucking assholes. And then it's like you call them conservative, not even intending it as like an insult, just fucking calling them what they are, and all of a sudden they're like pissed, like you've slandered them or something. Like, dude, you are a conservative. Like, stop. I don't know what you fucking want. Like, you fucking believe in a lot of regressive shit. I don't know what you want from me. Like, I'm supposed to sit here and lie to you about what you are? Just fucking admit you're a conservative. Why don't you just be a conservative and defend conservatism instead of, like, denying it weirdly, even as you fucking defend it? I don't know. It's very bizarre. If I simply like Trump, does that make me conservative? Yes. Yes. Yes, it does. I mean, just because I like the leader of the conservatives doesn't make me a conservative. Kinda does. Like, he's the he was the Republican president, super popular among Republicans. I mean, like, what do you... I mean, yeah. It's pretty much gone. I understand where Cynic is coming from. All right, well, we'll delve into the psyche of Cynic next time that I do one of these. We'll fucking figure it out then. We'll get to the bottom of it. We're going to find out. We're going to find out where the fuck... We're going to see the rationale in real time. I suspect they use sewer surveillance systems for malicious racketeering intent under the guise of protecting public health and reaching net carbon zero by 2030. What are we talking about? The sewers, I guess? I think conservatives have zero place in society ideology speaking. No, I mean, I never said that. So, yeah, I mean, conservatives exist. Like, you can't stop them from existing. They're going to always exist. Even if you murdered every conservative... and we're like, that takes care of that, there's still going to be new conservatives that rise up. Like, it's just socially a thing. It's a phenomenon that's going to happen. There's always going to be conservatism. So you have to be able to talk to and deal with conservatives. So, you know, yeah, I think that they're... whether I think they have a place in society or not, they have to. So, totally got to happen. Now, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's probably instances where conservatives are useful. I'm not able to think of one offhand, but there's probably something. Never said you did, but you seethe about them constantly. I don't really feel like I seethe about them, but, you know, I do think they're stupid. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with their... I mean, like, conservatives bitch about liberals and leftists, like, nonstop, so I don't really think it's all that unique for people to have, like, distaste towards their political opposition. That's, like, why it's their political opposition, right? It would be easier to just, like, kill them. That's the problem, though. You can't do... I mean, like, you kill them and more happen. Like, it's just gonna happen. So it's not like a solution. Do you think people who have socially conservative views deserve to have their own space? Wouldn't that solve a lot of problems? Isolationism isn't inherently bad. What do you mean their own space? Like their own country? Like, once again, the same social mores are going to arise even within that country. Like, even if you create a conservative-only country and a leftist-only country, eventually there will be conservatives in that leftist country, and there will be, like, leftists and liberals in that conservative country. It's not just going to, like, adhere to those values. Societies grow and change, and different fucking thought patterns emerge, and different ways of looking at issues are bound to crop up, and political divisions will happen, and things will fucking change. So, it's just, like, that's not the solution. In my opinion, you can't just, like, you can't fucking, this idea that you're going to create some ideological purity is not, I mean, it's not even desirable, but even if it was, it's not going to solve even the fundamental problems you're trying to solve with it. In my opinion. Man, I've been going for a while now, huh? I'm gonna take a break. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up, honestly, because I need to write. So I will remind people that I do have my Patreon for my book down below if you want to check that out. And I guess we will be talking to Cynic next time I do this. We're going to try to figure out what the fuck is going on in his head. And I will be doing Flash Fried tomorrow. Yeah, I am hungry. I'll probably come in there in a second. I'm going to be doing Flash Fried tomorrow. And there will be new Deep Fat Fried on Thursday. New Patrons Only episode on Friday. And then probably we'll try to see if we can talk to Cynic this weekend at some point here on this channel. And maybe try to even do an Amazing Atheist video somewhere in the mix. Because I keep looking at my Amazing Atheist setup over there. I'm like, I should really do something with that. So maybe I'll try to do it. Like I said, Cynic, try to write me on Instagram. It's probably easier. I don't check Facebook very much. It's almost like a dead thing to me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank everybody who donated. Thank everybody who argued. Thank everybody who fucking showed up and listened, whether they agreed, disagreed, talked shit, or sucked my dick, whatever they did. Thanks for everybody for being here. Blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. See you later. Peace the fuck out. Bye-bye.